execute one pitch at a time, and you're still trying to just get out. So yeah, there's no doubt that the level of competition goes up, and you can't really make as many mistakes, and there's certain things that you think about when you're facing better lineups. But at the end of the
Jack,
day,
you got me?
I've
Yo,
thrown
what's going on?
pitches in my
You
life,
good?
and I've faced so many batters
Yeah.
in my life that it doesn't matter necessarily in the box. It's just, hey, how many times in a row can I execute? How quickly can I get a guy out? And when I get to 2 strikes off pitch, can I be putting guys away? So it doesn't really change depending on where you're at. It's just there may be a little bit more game planning, or a little bit more involvement because you have a little more data on guys, and because like I said, when you go up, guys start to get better, and they're less exploitable. So, but the game doesn't change.
I was somebody who had actually seen you during spring training. We made a couple of outings with the Phillies and big league camp, and the one that really struck me was, oddly enough, one that you probably like to forget, the one against the Tigers. It did not go well at all, but your comments post game to me were just unbelievably mature and illuminating. How did you walk away from that scenario, being like, okay, but how do I evaluate this at a neutral plane, but also recognize where I can grow from this?
Well, because I've had the game taken away from me. I mean, and I elected to make that decision. I elected to step away from the game and coach. And I thought that my career was over, and so I have perspective. And I think a lot of it comes from a perspective of not that I'm lucky to be here. I am to a certain extent, right? Like, it's getting harder and harder to get a job in professional baseball, right? Like, it's getting more and more competitive. Guys that are younger are getting better and better, and so just to be here is an amazing opportunity. But also I have the perspective of hey, I've worked a semi-regular job. Like, I've been out of the game before, and just to be here, every opportunity is a blessing, and every opportunity is an opportunity to learn something, right? And so, I'm going up, and that lineup was stacked. I mean, they're all big league guys, and that's a really, really, really good lineup, and that's a team that's going to compete, deep into the postseason probably this year, right? And so, just kind of seeing that and kind of calibrating to that gives you some perspective on hey, I'm not a finished product, and I don't think anybody is. And so it gives you direction. Hey, where do I need to put my intent and my focus, and how can I grow from it? Because it doesn't do you any good to just forget it, right? Like, every failure is an opportunity for growth. And so if you have that mindset, you take into account the perspective of hey, I'm just blessed to be here. I think it puts you on a good track to not necessarily get too high or too low on your successes and failures.
Well, Chuck, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. And any good starting pitcher the day after a win, I don't want to keep you from bucket duty.
Believe me, I wish you could.
Thanks, Chuck. We'll be back here on the IronPigs pregame show presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Eastern Lift Truck Company is your source for new, used, and rental forklifts, as well as parts and service for all makes and models of material handling equipment. With 18 mid-Atlantic locations, the company is staffed with professionals ready to respond to your material handling needs. As an authorized Hyster and Yale forklift dealership, Eastern Lift Truck Company also provides stock and door, sales and service, Rail King mobile railcar movers, German-built Mafia yard trucks, Polaris Pro XD UTVs, and Gem Electric low-speed vehicles. Call 856-746-4742 or visit EasternLiftTruck.com. Knock it out of the park this season with Burke's Hot Dogs at Coca-Cola Park. Burke's is proud to be the one and only official hot dog of the Lehigh Valley IronPigs. Made with 100% premium cuts of beef and pork, the finest seasonings and spices, and no fillers or byproducts, Burke's has been the #1 hot dog of the Lehigh Valley for over 90 years. Whether you're at the stadium, on the grill, or at the beach, don't buy a hot dog unless it's a Burke's. Visit us at Burke'sFoods.com. Burke's, the official hot dog of the Lehigh Valley IronPigs.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Discover why everyone loves a new car today.
You're listening to the Iron Pigs Radio Network.
Welcome back into the Lehigh Valley IronPigs pregame show, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Jack, I'm with you, and it's just about time to wrap up my portion of the pregame show before Sam Jelinek takes things away coming up here next. But before we do, sign off here inside the studio. Let's get you a road to the show, which is driven by New Car. Discover why everyone loves a new car today. In Reading tonight, the Fighting Phils continue to host the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. They're looking to bounce back after a setback there in that one yesterday. They fell short by a final of 6-4. So, bit of a tough one, but hung tough in terms of trying to battle back in the end. A couple runs late. There's not enough in the gas tank to captivate the comeback as they drop the third game in that series, but they've still won 2 of the first 3. As for tonight, Richard Gallardo will get the start for the Fisher Cats. He's 0-0. He's not a pitching decision yet for the 150 ERA. For the Fightins, they will give it off to Braden Tucker. He's 2-1 for the 129 ERA. Down on high Jersey Shore, the Blue Claws roll along against the Bowling Green Hot Rods, and they would like to begin the first 3 games of the series, including a 12-5 loss yesterday. 9 runs in the first 5 innings of the game for Bowling Green was all they needed. Add on 3 on later over the course of the night, and the Blue Claws would fall 12-5. We'll give the ball off to Ryan Tromboski tonight. In that one, he is 0-1 with a 3.14 ERA. So the Blue Claws get back in the win column and make sure that they stay at least a game above, or 2 games above 500 if they can pick up a win in that one. And lastly, down in Singleton, Clearwater, the Threshers continue their series against the Bradenton Marauders. Going to be a tall task on their hands tonight because they got to face a top 25 prospect in all of Major League Baseball. Pirates flamethrower Seth Hernandez is on the mound. And remember, he's the guy who in the spring breakout game dusted Max Clark back with a fastball over 100 plus miles an hour. And he looked at it and was like, what on earth was that? So, a little bit of a tough task for the Threshers lineup tonight. See if they can crack through against one of the brighter young arms making their way through the ranks of minor league baseball. First pitch coming up momentarily between Clearwater and Bradenton. That was your road to the show, which is driven by New Car. Discover why everyone loves a new car today. Give me a quick score update presented by Ashley. Phillies down in Atlanta battling the Braves at 7:15 tonight, but over here in the International League, the Pigs and the Bulls coming up at 6:35. International League action underway right now. Columbus holds a 1-0 lead over Buffalo in the top of the second after a crazy game between those two yesterday. That saw Columbus take the lead in the ninth. Buffalo would battle back to walk things off. But now it's 2-0 Columbus in that one, still top 2. Going bottom 2 in Worcester, scoreless between Syracuse and the Blue Sox. Coming up alongside the Iron Pigs and the Bulls, Rochester battles Fred Wilkes-Barre, and St. Paul meets Indianapolis. So to come tonight at 6:35, the Memphis Redbirds meet the Norfolk Tides. At 7:04, it's first pitch between Nashville and Charlotte. 2 games at 7:05, Omaha meets Toledo, while the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp battle the Gwinnett Stripers. And the nightcap here tonight on this Friday in the International League, it is Louisville Bats battling the Iowa Cubs. First pitch set for 8:08. Pigs and Bulls coming up again at 6:35. As that was your scoreboard update presented by Ashley. Well, that's going to do it for myself, Jack Hyman, and my portion that we have of the Iron Pigs pregame show presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Sam Jelinek will wrap up the pregame show next. Give you the starting lineups for tonight's action between the Pigs and the Bulls in Game 4 of a 6-game series. Coming your way next on Fox Sports Radio 94.7 FM and 12:30 a.m. in Houston.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with taxes?
Ready to roll, Mr. Jelinek?
Yes, sir.
That can save you
Let's do it.
if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at
How are you today?
I'm pretty good.
Most
How are
trusted
you?
tax resolution firm.
Good.
Operated
Can't
by the
complain.
Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-608-0955. 800-608-0955.
By the way, fun interview with Chuck. Just kind of, you can tell his perspective of like kind of being in the background of working in baseball and now back to playing baseball again. So that was
It's crazy, right?
Be prepared.
Yeah.
With CHIP. Free or low-cost healthcare for Pennsylvania kids and teens. From checkups to unexpected bumps and bruises and everything in between, CHIP has you covered. Don't wait until you need it. Be prepared with CHIP. Because every kid deserves quality healthcare and every parent deserves peace of mind knowing their kids are covered. CHIP. Free or low-cost healthcare for kids and teens under age 19. Learn more at chipcoverspakids.com.
Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars. You're listening to Iron Pigs Baseball, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. On Fox Sports Radio 94.7 FM, 12:30 a.m., and streaming at lvfoxsports.com.
Wrapping up the Lehigh Valley IronPigs pregame show, Sam Jelnick here with you from the Cyan Sky broadcast booth here in Coca-Cola Park. IronPigs looking for a fourth straight win over the Durham Bulls. IronPigs victorious again last night, 5-3 the final. Good pitching from our pregame guest Chuck King. Some timely offense as the Pigs pounded out 11 hits and went 4 for 8 with runners in scoring position en route to their third consecutive victory over Durham, and are now 14-10 on the season, 2 games back of the IL leading Memphis Redbirds and Gwinnett Stripers, while Durham, with the loss, now falls to 8-16, dead last in the International League. Not something that the Bulls have had to face very often over the past couple of years, and that is the amount of losses that have now piled up for them this season. So Bulls at 8-16, Pigs at 14-10. Pitching matchup, John Heasley for the Bulls against Ryan Cusick for the IronPigs. Let's get you the rest. The starting lineups now brought to you by PSECU. PSECU, where members achieve more. For the Bulls, Homer Bush Jr. leads things off. He's in center field, batting second. Gavin Lux on a Major League Rehab assignment. That's second. He's going to be playing second base. Lux's rehab is brought to you by Good Shepherd Rehabilitation Network, the exclusive sponsor of Major League Rehab assignments at Coca-Cola Park. Nationally recognized experts in physical rehab, Good Shepherd gets you or your loved one back in the game, back to work, and back to everyday life following injury, illness, or surgery. For more, visit homerunrehab.org. Expertise, innovation, compassion, Good Shepherd. Batting third for the Bulls, Carson Williams. He's the shortstop. Hitting fourth, Reynald Delgado at third base. Following him, Dom Keegan. He's going to do the catching. Justin Henry Malloy, DHs, bats sixth. Logan Davidson in left field is in the 7th spot. Blake Sable, the first baseman, hits 8th, and Brock Jones rounds things out. He's in right field, batting 9th. But John Heasley on the mound for Durham. Heasley 0-1 with a 3-even ERA this season. Flip side of the card for the IronPigs and manager Anthony Contreras. It'll be Sergio Alcantara leading things off. He's the shortstop, batting second. Stuart Baroa, he's in center field. The 3-hole hitter is Otto Kemp at third base. Brian De La Cruz in right field bats fourth. Caleb Ricketts doing the catching, bats fifth. Christian Cairo, the left fielder, is in the 6th hole. Carter Keyboom plays first base, hitting 7th. Robert Moore, the second baseman, hits 8th. And batting 9th, Oscar Mercado, he's the DH. Batting 9th with Ryan Cusick on the mound for the IronPigs. Cusick 0-1 with a 5.09 ERA. Cusick, last time out, punched out 8 hitters en route to a pretty solid outing against St. Paul, although he was done in by the long ball as he gave up 3 homers, actually the first 3 homers that he had allowed this season last week in St. Paul. So those are the starting 9s for both sides, as always brought to you by PSECU. PSECU, where members achieve more. IronPigs looking for a series win over Durham. Their last series win was actually against the Bulls a couple weeks back. They have since dropped 4 of 6 in back-to-back series, so getting off the schneid, back to their winning ways. 3 straight wins this week for the IronPigs, and that is now 9 consecutive home wins for the Pigs over Durham, going back to last year when they swept Durham here at home. 3 straight wins now this year as well. They have won 7 of 9 in the season series, so that is already a season series victory for the IronPigs, as these two teams play 12 games here in, well, technically 2 in March, and then the rest of them here in April. So they met up at the beginning of the month and now basically wrap up the month of April against each other. Should be a beautiful day for a ball game, as first pitch temperature is going to be hovering in the mid-70s. It is a little overcast, as unfortunately we have some rain in the forecast once we get later today into tomorrow. The weekend weather is going to be spotty with a chance of showers, I think is putting it kindly, and hopefully everything will go smoothly enough over the next 48 or 72 hours, and we'll be able to get in the rest of the series, no questions asked. So following this series, the Pigs will actually go on the road. So they head up to Syracuse for the first time this season, beginning next Tuesday. It'll be 6 against Syracuse, then the Pigs back home against the Buffalo Bisons for the first time in May on May 5th. So they close out the month in Syracuse. That's the 28th through the end of the month on to May 3rd. And then back home against Buffalo at the beginning of May. Ryan Cusick has just led the Pigs out onto the field, which means it's time for the national anthem, brought to you by Allied Personnel Services. Ready to step up to the plate with your job search? Hit a home run with the best jobs, best companies, and best pay in the Valley when you team up with Allied Personnel Services. The Lehigh Valley's hiring experts for over 40 years. Visit AlliedPS.com today to see all of the great jobs available. We'll go ahead, take one final break, and when we come back, it'll be time for first pitch. Iron Pigs baseball is just around the corner. First pitch between the Pigs and the Bulls is next. Here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
You're listening to Iron Pigs Baseball on the Iron Pigs Radio Network.
And Fergus swings it to high drive deep center. Brennan going back to the track at the wall. Cade Fergus, he wins it. It's Fergalicious.
Iron Pigs Baseball is brought to you by Air Products, Bebron, Capital Blue Cross, Coca-Cola, Cyan Sky Copiers.
Castro swings and unloads. Deep down the line. It's gone. Back-to-back homers for the Iron Pigs.
Eastern Lift Truck Company, Good Shepherd Rehabilitation, Hilton Garden Inn, and Staybridge Suites.
So one pitch, Ricona swings and blasts it. Deep right center. He's staring. He's watching. It's gone. A 3-run no-doubter for Gabe Rinconez.
Near the pack, Lehigh Valley Health Network, NJM Insurance, Richmore, Florida.
3-2. Sanger swings, drives in the air towards left. Falling fast. Reyes hustling in into a slide. Did he pick it? He did. Sliding catch. Felix Reyes. Get on your horse, big boy.
Riverview Country Club, Robertson Insurance, Service Electric, St. Luke's Health Network, TD Bank, The Morning Call, and WFMZ 69 News.
3-2 pitch. Anthony swings. It's a line drive deep right. Gallagher's back to the Dragons. Oh, no! Carter scored on T1. Wilson behind him. Again, Anthony Wilson.
Now, let's go live to the Cyan Sky broadcast booth with the voice of the Iron Pigs, Sam Jelnick.
From Coca-Cola Park in Allentown, Pennsylvania, it is time for Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs baseball. Hi, everybody. Sam Jelnick with you here from the Cyan Sky broadcast booth as the Iron Pigs and the Durham Bulls just about ready to kick off Game 4 of this 6-game set. Iron Pigs looking for their 4th consecutive win as they send Ryan Cusick out to the mound. Cusick 0-1 this season with a 5.09 ERA. Gets the ball here against the Durham Bulls, who do get a little bit of a boost to their lineup today. Major League rehabber Gavin Lux restarting his rehab assignment. The Iron Pigs actually seen him a couple of weeks back, the end of March into the beginning of April, when he began a rehab assignment for a shoulder impingement. Evidently, the end of that rehab didn't go all too well. They shut it down. Now he restarts it. He's in the lineup today, batting second. It's top of the order for the Bulls. Here in the first will be Homer Bush Jr., Gavin Lux, and Carson Williams against Ryan Cusick on the mound for the Iron Pigs. Cusick, 6'6", 235-pound righty, 26 years old, out of Sudbury, Massachusetts. 0-1 with a 5.09 ERA this season. He gets the ball. This is how the defense will line up behind him to start out. Christian Cairo is in left field. Stuart Baroa in center. Brian De La Cruz in right. Otto Kemp's in third base. Sergio Alcantara, the shortstop. Robert Moore plays second base. Carter Keyboom at first. And Caleb Ricketts does the catching. Cusick with a 5-pitch mix out in the mound, 4-seam fastball, slider, sinker, splitter, and curveball. It'll mostly be fastball and slider. So the fastball will average close to 95, 96. Cusick, a big, strong pitcher on the mound. That slider, not quite a sweeper, pretty tight break on it. Homer Bush Jr. into the box to lead things off. Right-handed hitter making his 3rd start of the season. Came off the IL at the beginning of the week. He's 3 for his first 7. Kemp plays in towards the grass at third rather, in the first pitch of the game. This is down and away, ball 1, underway a couple minutes late. 6:38 first pitch. First pitch temp, 74 degrees here on an overcast Friday night. Bush hands held high, bat straight up in the air from the right side. 1-0, sinker misses down and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Cusick has had troubles this season in the first innings of games, giving up quite a few runs in the first and then settles in as the game goes on after that. 2-0 on Bush. Cusick third base side, winds and delivers, and Bush rolls over a grounder into the hole at short. Room service hot for Alcantara, throws to first, and just in time, you get a speeding Bush down the line. Nearly beat out your standard 3-hopper to short. Brings up Gavin Lux on a Good Shepherd rehab assignment here for the Durham Bulls. Lux, like we mentioned, began his rehab actually a couple of weeks back and then had to shut it down for a little bit. Left-handed batter, slightly open stance. Cusick the wind, his pitch. Fastball able to stake claim to the outside corner. 0-1. First part of his rehab for Lux ended up wrapping up on the 11th. He wildly went on the trip to Scranton Wilkes-Barre. 0-1. Pitches down and into Lux, 1-1. So Gavin, whether he likes it or not, in his rehab has taken a lot of trips here to Pennsylvania. Played 5 games against Scranton Wilkes-Barre following the series against the Pigs. Left-handed hitter, the 1-1. Misses down and in. Slider in off the plate. Ball 2. Lux on his rehab so far is 3 for 29 with 2 doubles. He only had 1 hit against the Pigs when he saw them playing 4 games to end that series. 2-1 coming. Lux takes a fastball high. Infield plays the left-handed hitter to pull. Lux with 456 career hits up in the majors, 33 homers, 20 stolen bases. This one's a top prospect in the Dodgers system. They have had so many of them past 5-6 years. 3-1. Lux takes a called strike. Got the knees. Lux drafted by the Dodgers first round, 20th overall in 2016 out of Indian Trail High School in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Now 5+ years of Major League service time. Payoff pitch from Cusick. Lux a weak tapper towards the mound, just towards the line. Cusick off the bump, grabs it. Momentum takes him over to Lux to tag him out. Makes the play himself. 2 gone in the first. 2 outs, nobody on for Carson Williams. Williams hitting .250 this season. He's got 2 homers. He's driven in 12. Cusick looking for a 1-2-3 first. That was a good job battling back from behind the count to retire Lux. Williams an open stance from the right side. Cusick the first pitch. Flips in a slider on the inside corner. 0-1. 2 outs, top of the first. Cusick looking for a perfect inning. Really good crowd here on Friday night. Should be something close to our first sellout of the season, hopefully. 0-1. Cusick drills the outside corner. Called strike 2, and Williams immediately challenges. Thinks that Tom O'Neill might have gotten that one wrong. First challenge of the game, and upon review, Williams is wrong. Cocks his head a little bit. Pitch did barely just clip the bottom of the zone, and Bulls will have just 1 challenge left the rest of the game here. Cusick gets new baseball out on the mound. 0-2 on Carson Williams. Open stance for the right-handed hitter. Cusick red glove. Turns into a quick wind. 0-2. Slider off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cusick saw Durham back on April 4th. He went 4 innings, gave up 2 runs on 2 hits, 7 strikeouts. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it comes, and Williams fouls it back. Not a bad pitch by Cusick, busted him inside with 97 in off the plate. Still 1-2 on Carson Williams. Cusick dusts off the rubber with his cleat. Takes a deep breath, shrugs the shoulders, now winds and deals, and Williams steals it out of the mid of Ricketts, fouls it to the backstop. Count stays 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outfield straight away on Williams, infield straight on. No wind to speak of right now. The flag completely dead out in center. Still 1-2 on Carson Williams. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Finally wore him down with a slider off the plate. It's a 1-2-3 first for Ryan Cusick, punctuated by a strikeout. That's a Mates 1-2-3 inning. For your cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs, visit MatesHomeservice.com to book your appointment today. Go to the bottom of the first. It's the Bulls nothing and the Pigs coming to bat here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Ashley's biggest one-day event is this Saturday. Starting at 10 a.m., you've got 12 hours to save big on all of Ashley's hottest styles of the season. Shop Ashley Hot Buys and unwind on the Belcaro Place sofa and sleep in style on the port-down queen bed. Plus, take up to 20% off all Ashley furniture. Or shop now and pay later with Ashley's 60-month, no-interest financing. Don't miss the huge savings starting at 10 a.m. this Saturday during Ashley's 12-hour sale.
If you are thinking about your future, a great place to start is with hands-on training at Lincoln Tech. At Lincoln Tech's Allentown campus, you can prepare for a career in fields like medical assisting, practical nursing, and electrical and electronics. At Lincoln Tech, students learn by doing, working with the tools and technology professionals use on the job every day. Real training, real skills equals real opportunities. Spring classes are now enrolling. Visit lincolntech.edu for details.
You're listening to Iron Pigs Baseball, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. On Fox Sports Radio 94.7 FM, 1230 AM, and streaming at lvfoxsports.com.
Joe, the bottom of the first, it's the Durham Bulls nothing, and the Iron Pigs coming to bat here against John Heasley on the mound for the Durham Bulls. Gets the ball for Durham, trying to match 1-2-3, top of the first for Ryan Cusick. Defensively for the Bulls behind him, it's going to be Logan Davidson in left, Homer Bush Jr. in center, Brock Jones in right, Raynel Delgado's at third base, Carson Williams plays shortstop, Gavin Lux beside him at second, Blake Sable at first, and Dom Keegan catches. Sergio Alcantara leads it off, switch hitter batting left, takes a swipe at the first pitch and rounds it to the backstop. 0-1. Alcantara leading things off for the Pigs, hitting .270 on the year, .459 on base, 2 homers, driven in 8, the wind in the 0-1. Change up on the outside corner, 0-2. Pigs scored 3 runs in the first inning yesterday. Got to Chase Selesky pretty quick. First 3 hitters, all with base hits. 0-2. Alcantara fights it off, fouled up and over the screen, over the suites, and all the way back to the parking lot. Heasley, first base, side of the rubber. From the stretch, 0-2 again, and Alcantara line drive down the right field side. That's a fair ball. It's going to go all the way to the right field corner. Alcantara speeding around first. On his way to second, gets the stop sign from AC, and will stay at second with a leadoff double. And AC nearly ran out in front of third base to throw the stop sign up for Alcantara because he had his head down. He was thinking 3 all the way there. A nice shot by Jones getting over into the corner, taking that out, and holding him to just a leadoff double. Second straight day, Alcantara with a leadoff 2-bagger. 7th double of the season. Heasley, originally a 13th round pick of the Royals in 2018. Born in Charlotte, went to college at Oklahoma State. Made his major league debut back in 2021. Stuart Burrow, the hitter, squares on the first pitch and takes a heater way high. Third baseman Delgado plays in. Sable at first will also come crashing. Looks like Lux is going to cover at first base with Delgado staying put at third to potentially nab the runner. 1-0 on Baroa, hitting .314. Squares again and gets the bunt down out in front of the mound. Off the bump, Heasley gloves, throws to first, and it's just in time. Gets Baroa at first. Sacrifice 1-3. Gives Otto Kemp a chance to drive home a run here in the first. Basically a sellout crowd. Nice ovation for Otto as he comes to the plate. First full week back here with the Iron Pigs. He is 2 for his first 10. Infield's going to play in against him here. No score. Bottom of the first. Heasley the stretch, the pitch, and Kemp swings through a sweeper. That one hung up there a little bit. Heasley making his 3rd outing of the season for Durham. He was picked up late. Signed April 11th, I think it was. 0-1. Kemp bouncing ball by the dive of Delgado at third and down the left field line. Alcantara comes in to score. Kemp on his way to second, and he'll make it there standing. It's an RBI double, and the Pigs lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Second straight game, the Pigs follow the same MO. Alcantara gets on, Kemp tries him in, and the Pigs take a 1-0 lead in the first. Tough play for Delgado at third, is just inside the bag, playing in, didn't have a great angle to make the dive on it. It'll go unnoticed because it doesn't end up mattering, but Alcantara, a good job there going back towards third base, because if Delgado gloves that, he's got him in a pickle. So going back to the bag really negates that, because no matter what, he was going to score there. First pitch home to Brian De La Cruz. He swings, weak tapper, third base side, charging Delgado, bare hands, throws on the run, and gets him. Not an easy play for Reynel Delgado. Takes away an infield single from Brian De La Cruz. Goes to the bare hand, sidearm throw, right on target. Kemp takes third base, and that brings up Caleb Ricketts. Pigs wasting no time here against Heasley in the first. He's only thrown a grand total now of 9 pitches. Here's Caleb Ricketts, hero of Tuesday night with his 4-hit game. Takes the first pitch fastball up high. Heasley's last time out took the loss against Norfolk, went 3 innings, gave up 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Infield plays the lefty Ricketts to pull. 1-0 Pigs, bottom 1, the pitch. Change up just a little high and away. Ball 2. Heasley comes into this, like I mentioned, this is his 3rd start. In total, only 6 innings, giving up 2 runs on 5 hits. 2-0 pitch. Ricketts gets under it. High pop fly down the left field line. Davidson giving chase, and he's not going to get there. Ends up landing in foul territory just off the sidewall. 2 balls and a strike. Pigs with a run in the first. Otto Kemp, RBI single. RBI double, should say. Two and 1 on Ricketts. Infield plays him to pull. Delgado well off the line at third base. Heasley set to the belt, delivers, and Ricketts swings, barrels it up, high in the air, deep right field. Jones back to the track. It is gone. Caleb Ricketts goes yard again. It's his 3rd of the series, number 4 on the season, and the Pigs with 3 runs in the first for a 2nd consecutive night. 3-0 Iron Pigs here in the bottom of the first. Middle in fastball, and Ricketts turned on it. Sends it into the bacon strip. And Ricketts continues his torrid here. 3rd game that he's played this week. He's now driven in 6 runs. First pitch to Christian Cairo is just off the outside corner with a curveball. Ball 1. Man, how nice is it for the Iron Pigs right now? And Caleb Ricketts, some pop out of the catching position. 1-0. Slider, this time up high. Ball 2. Garrett Stubbs, getting his contract selected by the Phillies this week, leaves the Pigs with only 2 catchers on the active roster, Ricketts and McIntosh. And even with Stubbs out of the equation right now, 2-0. Cairo fouls it back, 2-1. Caleb and Paul have been such offensive forces behind the plate. It's been essentially now the past couple of years, the Pigs have consistently had a stable of backstops who have provided them positive offensive output. 2-1. Cairo, a half-hearted swing, chases a breaking ball down and away. 2-2. 3 runs here in the first for the Pigs. Ricketts, 2-out, 2-run homer, following Kemp's RBI double. Cairo, the count even at 2. Hitting .286, 1 homer. He's driven in 8. Heasley the stretch, first base side. Rocks delivers, and Cairo fouls it off. Scrapes it on a hop to the backstop. Two and 2 on Cairo. Holds the bat on the back shoulder. Break-even pitch. Breaking ball down the dirt. Cairo not interested in that slider. Count goes full. Three-two. Breaking ball up and in. Ball forward now. Heasley, who's given up 3 hits in the first, issues his first walk. Extends the first for Carter Keyboom coming up next. Down the dugout, sometimes pitchers can get antsy in between innings, and I've never noticed if Ryan Cusick has done this before, but he's on the far side of the dugout, going through his full windup, just dry throws off of flat ground. Cairo's at first. He's running on the first pitch. The pitch to Keyboom is popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Sable giving chase, but that's going to be well deep into the seats. Off a hop. Nice grab by a fan on the ricochet. So the Pigs obviously think that they can run a little bit here on Heasley. Cairo wasting no time. Ever since the loss of Pedro Leon with the hamstring injury, the Pigs have not been running nearly as much. Leon still leads the team with 8 stolen bases. Cairo is second with 6. Doesn't run this time. The 0-1. Fastball, full throttle, in the outside corner, 0-2. Keyboom hitting .297. He's got 1 homer, driven in 7. 1 for 4 last night with an RBI single in the first. Down the count, 0-2. Runner goes, and Keyboom lifts it in the air the other way. Jones a couple steps back, camps underneath of it, and makes the catch with 1 hand to retire Keyboom and the inning over. But the Pigs score 3 times here in the first for the second straight night. Caleb Ricketts a 2-run homer. Otto Kemp an RBI double. We're on to the second here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
The scoreboard. Our hopes and dreams rest on the outcome. But it doesn't show the sacrifice it takes to win, or the pain of accepting defeat. Because the real score isn't about points.
How dark is the sky there?
You come back from impossible odds.
That's fine. Dark to the right,
okay.
Light out to the left.
The name
Gotcha.
for 80 years and accepted by top doctors and specialists. Capital Blue Cross. Live fearless.
Oh, why does it always say paper jam when there's no paper jam?
Hi there.
Who are you, and why are you in our office space?
I'm Cy, your friendly copier helper guy. There you go. You're all set.
Whoa, Cy, that was awesome.
Thanks. Better service is on the horizon with Science Sky Copier.
Science Sky service. They hit it out of the park. If you need help with your office copiers and printers, call Science Sky today or find them at scienceskycopiers.com.
Hi, IronPigs fans. I'm Linda Gawardi. I work in human resources at Air Products. I live in Nazareth, Pennsylvania, and I'm proud to support MDA.
Air Products. Working here, living here, giving here.
Hi, IronPigs fans. I'm Nick Mitica. I work in hydrogen energy systems at Air Products. I live in Zionsville, and I'm proud to support Community Bike Works.
Air Products. Working here, living here, giving here.
You're listening to the Iron Pigs Radio Network.
Top of the second, early 3-0 lead again here for the Iron Pigs. 3 in the first, just like they did last night. Ryan Cusick will try to back it up here with another good inning. Retired the side in order in his first inning of work in the first. 8 strikeouts for Ryan was the first time that he punched out 8 in years. First pitch to Reynal Delgado. It's on the outside corner, 0-1. Last time he punched out 8 was 2023. 0-1 on Delgado. Cleanup man here for the Bulls. Left-handed hitter. Swings the 0-1. Hits a bouncer the other way to his right. Alcantara flags it down. Throws on the run. And gets Delgado. 1 out. Nice play by Alcantara. Had him shaded up the middle, so had to go back to his right and then throw across his body. 1 out, nobody on for Dom Keegan. Back in the lineup after a day off last night. Keegan doing the catching, hitting .214. He's got 4 homers. He's driven in 10. Right-handed hitter. Cusick shaking out the arms a little bit. Winds and delivers. Fastball just below the kneecaps. 1-0 on Keegan. Got some percolating dark skies overhead, which is weird because it's basically a 50-50 sky, like a half-moon cookie. 1-0 pitch. Down and away, all the way to the backstop. Heater missed. Ball 2. To our right, you have pretty dark blue clouds, not quite black. And then off to our left, you have nothing but sunny skies all the way to the horizon. Good news is the wind is moving left to right, so those clouds, dark ones, are going away from us. 2-0 pitch. Keegan takes a fastball just above the belt. 3-0. Cusick has walked 3 batters in 3 of his 4 starts this season. 3-0 pitch. Up and in. Keegan has to wheel out of the way of that, and it's a walk. When Cusick is at his best, he's commanding the strike zone, pounding the zone, and getting swing and miss. He's yet to give up more than 5 hits in any one start this season, so he's been able to miss barrels a good deal. But when you mix that with too many base runners, it's hard to keep runs off the board. He was trending the right direction before his last outing, which I still think his last time out was probably by stuff, maybe his best start. First pitch to Justin Henry Malloy, missed with a fastball, ball 1. But the 3 homers negates the fact that, he only gave up 4 hits. Malloy DHing, sitting 157, 4 homers, driven in 9. Keegan at first, middle infield, a double play depth. Right on right matchup, the 1-0, slider down and away, ball 2. Cusick rubs up the baseball, kind of retoes the rubber, third base side of it. Outfield deep all the way around here for Malloy. Keegan short lead at first, 2-0 on the way. Malloy fouls it back up over the sweets and off the facade. Durham's back down. And fan able to pick it up. Two and 1 on Malloy. Cusick steps off. Three 0 Iron Pigs, top of the second. Keegan a short lead at first. Keyboom holds him on. Cusick high leg kick delivers home, and Malloy fouls another one back. Up and over the screen, this time all the way to the parking lot. 2-2. Iron Pigs have gotten much needed good starting pitching here this week. Chuck King, quality start last night. Bryce Wilson, quality start the night before that. Gene Cabrera only went 3 2/3 back on Tuesday, but the Pigs rallied. Throw over to first. Back standing Keegan. Obviously, getting Alan Ronhell optioned back down earlier this week is a nice boost to the rotation again. But don't expect Alan to pitch this week. He'll probably be lined up to go sometime next week. 2-2 on Malloy. Keegan, jump step off the first, stays put. The pitch, check swing, did he go? He did. Chase down the dirt, Malloy can't hold back. Second strikeout of the game for Cusick. 2 gone in the second. Alex Shears at first, ringing him up. Umpires today brought to you by Gross McGinley, attorneys at law, focused on fair play. Gross McGinley has been providing trusted legal counsel to the greater Lehigh Valley for the past 50 years. Got Alex Shears at first, Arias Gani at third base, and Tom O'Neill calling balls and strikes. Hitters Logan Davidson, switch hitter batting left. First pitch coming. Slider at the top of the zone. Hard of the plate, 0-1. Keegan at first, he walked. Now Davidson hitting 203, 2 homers, he's driven in 13. Open stance, twirls the bat in front of his chest, the 0-1. He hits it in the air down the left field side, racing after it, Cairo towards the corner, is able to get to the spot and make the catch right in front of the warning track. Nice play by Cairo on a ball slicing away from him. And the inning over. Cusick works around the 1-out walk, and we go to the second. 3-0 Iron Pigs here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
From the Phillipsburg Easton Honda Studios, this is Fox Sports Radio. Clinton Acura and Phillipsburg Easton Honda, 2 trusted names, 1 goal, 5-star customer service.
Ashley's biggest one-day event is here, and it's happening this Saturday. Starting at 10 a.m., you've got 12 hours to save big on all of Ashley's hottest styles. Take up to 20% off all Ashley furniture, or shop now and pay later with Ashley's 60 months, no interest financing. Sofas, bedrooms, dining sets, sectionals, and more, up to 20% off. Don't miss the huge savings. This Saturday only at Ashley.
At Edwards Business Systems, we are growing and looking for top talent to join us. Edwards Business Systems offers technology from some of the best-known names in the office equipment industry, backed by knowledgeable professionals and the latest technology. For over 70 years, we have proudly met the demands of local businesses with our quality products, customized solutions, and award-winning service. Advance your technology career by joining our team today. Call us at 1-800-992-4426.
We're celebrating 25 years of covering Lehigh Valley sports. Moments like Lehigh's C.J. McCollum being the 10th overall pick in the 2013 NBA draft by the Portland Trailblazers. Covering the biggest moments in Lehigh Valley sports for 25 years. This is Fox Sports Radio, 94.7 FM and 12:30 a.m. in Easton.
You're listening to Iron Pigs Baseball, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. On Fox Sports Radio 94.7 FM, 12:30 a.m. and streaming at lvfoxsports.com.
Bottom of the second, it's the Iron Pigs 3 and the Durham Bulls nothing. Ryan Cusick, 2 scoreless innings to begin his day. Robert Moore leads it off here in the second against John Heasley. Stretches and fires. First pitch down and in to Robert Moore. Checked his swing, held up. Moore, Mercado, and Alcantara here in the second. Pigs 3 in the first on 3 hits. Moore, switch hitter, batting left, hitting .233. 1-0 coming, up and away, ball 2. Moore with 3 homers has driven in 8. Homered 2 times last week in St. Paul, homering final 2 games he played in that week. 2-0 pitch. Moore trying for his 4th homer, swings and misses. Curveball down out of the zone. Infield plays him to pull. Delgado off the line at third. Shortstop Williams up the middle. Heasley kicks, delivers, and Moore gets under it. Popped up behind home. It's going to spiral over top our heads and land just in front of the Sweets. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Heasley with blue sleeves under his gray jersey. Bulls in the road grays today. 2-2. More hard ground ball, just foul. Outside the bag at first. Bulls road grays, those are the gray V-neck jerseys. Blue, white, and tannish piping on the sleeves. D logo on the left chest. Bull jumping through it. Iron Pigs in their classic Friday faux backs, the cream uniforms. Iron Pigs in red across the front with cream pants. 2-2. Fastball in under the hands. 3-2. These cream jerseys have become unbelievably popular for the players. Typically wear them multiple times a week, even though the only designated day that they're supposed to be wearing them is actually on Fridays. 3-2. Moore fouls it back. Got a good pass, a slider that was left up. One of the nice compliments that the Iron Pigs have for all of their uniform sets, nearly all of them, is helmets to match. 3-2. Moore takes just upstairs the changeup. Ball forward. Heasley a little bit surprised on the mound. But StatCast did have that just above the zone. Moore, of course, the shortest guy on the Iron Pigs roster, listed 5'7". Inch shorter than Christian Cairo. So leadoff walk. Now Oscar Mercado. Moore leads at first. Mercado, right-handed hitter. First pitch, swings away, turns on a fastball, but it's going to go foul into the left field seats. Oscar hitting 186, 1 homer. He's driven in 2. AC gives the signs from third. I wouldn't mind Oscar trying to lay down a bunt here. Delgado is way back at third base. Throw over to first, and Moore is picked off. Stumbled trying to get back to the bag. He might have been going. And Moore picked off for the second time this week. It's a little bit too big of a lead. He's trying to scramble back to the base, and Heasley got him. So base is empty, 1 out. Strike 1 pitch. Mercado takes. Called strike. Checked his swing. Didn't go around, but it's going to challenge this pitch. Thinks it might have been a little bit low. Pigs this season have been dreadful challenging, and upon review, call on the field is confirmed. Did barely just nick bottom of the strike zone. So both teams with just one challenge left the rest of the day here. IronPigs have now won just 18 challenges while losing 31. 0-2. Mercado able to fight off a slider, foul it back. For reference, most teams on the whole hover around a 50% mark. Challenging. IronPigs' opponents are at 48%. So I don't know why the Pigs have struggled so much challenging. Last year they were really, really good. Part of that was Rafael Lantigua, who ended up actually, by the numbers, being one of the best challengers in all of minor league baseball. 0-2 again. Mercado fouls another one back. Took a pretty good hack at a fastball. Three 0 IronPigs. Last the second. One out, base is empty. 0-2 again. Mercado, a bouncing ball. That's foul. Down the third base side. Oh, 2 on Oscar. He's got bright orange highlighter tape on the handle of his bat. Two-tone piece at the plate. The 0-2 swung on and missed. Chased the slider down and away. Good bounce back for Heasley after the leadoff walk. Pickoff, now a strikeout. 2 outs in the second for Sergio Alcantara. Alcantara doubled down the right field line his first time up. Came in to score on the Otto Kemp double. It's his 7th double of the year. First pitch, Alcantara swings, bouncing ball back at first. Third hop, Sable scoops it up, flips to Heasley covering. Retires Alcantara and the inning over. So the Pigs end up sending the minimum to the plate here in the second. We go to the third. 3-0 IronPigs here in the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
So much to love along this ride. That's why Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company affiliates. That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. Take the afternoon off. You can watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Score and update presented by Ashley. Phillies and Braves coming up tonight at 7:15. Over in the International League, though, the IronPigs offense off to a fast start again. 3 runs in the first inning. They're up 3-0 after 2 against Durham. Syracuse leading Worcester 3-0, top half of the 5th in that one. All Columbus up in Buffalo as the Clippers lead 8-0 in the top of the 4th and have 2 on, nobody out. 1-0 Rochester leads Scranton Wilkes-Barre in the top of the 3rd. Same score as Indianapolis leads St. Paul 1-0, top 3 as well. Scoreless after 2 between Memphis and Norfolk. Just underway are Nashville and Charlotte, alongside Omaha and Toledo. No score in the top of the 1st of those games. Same deal with Jacksonville and Gwinnett. Still to come, the nightcap tonight at 8:08. It is Louisville battling the Iowa Cubs. Pigs up 3-0 after 2 here at Coca-Cola Park. And send things back to the voice of the IronPigs, Sam Jelnick.
Thank you, Jack. Like you said, top of the 3rd. IronPigs on top of the Durham Bulls 3-0, trying to win their 4th straight this week and what would be their 10th consecutive home win over Durham. 8-9-1 to up for the Bulls, Sable, Jones, and Bush against Ryan Cusick. It's a lefty-heavy lineup tonight for the Bulls. They naturally just have more left-handed hitters than right anyways. But you have 4 natural lefties and then the switch hitter Davidson. Sable leading it off here in the 3rd. Left-handed batter hitting .217, 2 homers. He's driven in 7. Cusick, third base side of the rubber, winds and delivers. Sable takes the fastball. Inside corner, 0-1. Cusick this season versus lefties or righties doesn't really have too bad of splits. 15 of his 23 strikeouts coming in had been against righties. 0-1, Sable, a weak chopper right side, waiting back on it more. He gloves, slings it over to first in time to get Sable. 1 out.
Now back for the Bulls, right field, number 24, Brock Jones.
Brings up Brock Jones, the 9-hole hitter. Lefties against Cusick this year are hitting .250, but with an .829 OPS. Righties hitting just .179 with a .622 OPS. Jones, another lefty. Right fielder, batting ninth. First one on the way from Cusick is up and away. Infield swings around to the left side for Jones. Pitch is a fastball on the outside corner. 1-1. Third baseman Kemp does stay tight to the bag and in at third base. One on the way. Down the dirt. Ball 2. Basically everybody in this Bulls lineup and roster has only seen Cusick once. Carson Williams, the solo homer off of him. 2-1 on the way. Jones checks his swing. Fastball up high. 3-1. Nobody actually has multiple hits off of him. And nobody has more than 2 at-bats against him. 3-1 on Brock Jones. Hitting .250, 2 homers, driven in 3. Takes a pass at the 3-1, fouls it back. 3-2. Usage-wise for Cusick early here, it's been very fastball heavy. 51% four-seam fastball, 31% slider, and then a smattering of sinkers and splitters. 3-2 on Brock Jones. Top of the order on deck. 3-0 Pigs. Top of the third. Cusick winds and fires. Check swing. Appeal to third. He held up. Tried to get him to chase the slider down out of the zone. Jones would not bite. Second walk issued by Cusick. Now the top of the order, Homer Bush Jr. Grounded shortstop his first time up. IronPigs in their Friday faux-backs, the red hat out on the field with the old school cartoon pig logo on the front. Cusick with a red glove, able to match it up nice. Jones a threat to run at first. Cusick high leg kick the pitch. Fastball's on the outside corner. 0-1. Bulls obviously love to run a lot as a team. Jones stole a base last night. 3 for 3 stealing bases this season. Cusick not very quick to the plate. Comes set on the third base side. Slide step this time. And fastball at 93 at the knees. 0-2. Cusick, when he pitched against the Bulls earlier this season, gave up 5 stolen bases. Throw over to first and scrambling back. Jones. So definitely trying to keep a better eye on them this time. Bulls just run out of control sometimes, and it's unbelievably hard to contain that level of aggressiveness. 0-2 on Homer Bush Jr. Cusick high leg kick, runner goes, pitches outside, throw to second from Ricketts is late on a hop. Moore was able to pick it, but Jones, the headlong dive, beats the throw. 4th stolen base of the season for him. Runner in scoring position for the first time tonight for the Bulls. 1 out, 1-2 count on Homer Bush. Cusick ready, heaves it home, slider down and away. Bulls were just 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position last night. So they had some chances, especially later in the outing against Chuck King, to potentially get back into that game. Inside move to second, chases Jones back. Two and two on Homer Bush. Hold the bat straight up in the air like a pencil. White tape on the handle. Cusick a long set. 2-2. Bush checks the swing. Won't go after a slider. Down and away. MLB rehabber Gavin Lux is on deck. Tapped out back to the mound his first time up. Cusick trying to sit down Bush, though. 3-0 lead for the IronPigs early. Moore keeps the runner at second tight. Runner goes, pitches outside, throw to third is late. It's just too good of a jump there for Brock Jones. As you could see him inching out his lead the entire plate appearance. Pitcher Cusick is going to actually challenge this pitch. He thinks that got the outside corner, and upon review, it did not. And the Pigs are out of challenges. Pigs have burned both their challenges here in the first 2.5 innings. Missed by less than a tenth of an inch. You hear the groan from the crowd there. Not a bad thought by Cusick on plays where the runner is going. A lot of times it's harder for the umpire to make a good call because the catcher is moving so much, and I think that was Cusick's thought there. It's first and third, 1 out. Gavin Lux hits. Left-handed batter. Bush started and stopped at first. Pitch misses down low. Bush, who was almost guaranteed to run in this at-bat, stole 57 bases last year. The second straight year he'd done that. "1-0. It's not running. Cusick misses down and away with a fastball. So Cusick dealing with command issues here in the third. Walked Jones, walked Bush. 2 stolen bases, have Jones over at third. Bush a strong lead at first. Infield back at double play depth. The pitch, instead a throw over to first. Throw over to first. Bush gets back. Two 2-0 on Gavin Lux. 3-0 Pigs in the third. Man at the corner is 1 out. Here it comes. Bush is running. Lux swings and misses. Throw goes to third. And Ricketts threw it behind Kemp, who had to stop on a dime, dive back to receive that baseball. Tried to back pick Jones at third base, and I don't know if it was Kemp who was late to cover or Ricketts, the throw being offline. But in either case, ends up as a stolen base for Bush. He's at second. 2-1 on Lux. Corners are going to come in a few steps. Middle infield back. The 2-1. Fastball misses just off the plate. 3-1. Cusick in danger of walking his third straight here in the third inning with Carson Williams on deck. Cusick had breezed through the first 2 innings, allowing just 1 base runner. 3-1 coming. Lux takes down the dirt. Ball 4, and that is the third straight free pass. And Pigs pitching coach Phil Condari is going to come out of the dugout and make a visit. So while he takes a chance to chat with Cusick, good time for us to remind you that B. Braun Medical has been part of the Lehigh Valley community for more than 40 years. Their life-sustaining products, manufactured right here in Allentown, are used to treat millions of patients in hospitals throughout the United States every year. B. Braun is committed to protecting and improving the health of people here in the Lehigh Valley and across the country, and are proud to be a founding partner of the Lehigh Valley IronPigs. So the mound visit over. Cusick stuck in the middle of a jam here. Bases loaded, 1 out. Carson Williams, who struck out his first time up, faces Cusick. Williams, who does have a homer in his career off of Cusick, came actually last season. Williams was not with Durham when these two teams played earlier this year. But Cusick did face Durham late last summer. He's going to go from the full lines. Bases loaded. Corners are in. Middle infield back. A double play depth. Williams the righty. Cusick into the wind. His first pitch is a slider. Down and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Pigs put up 3 in the first. Cusick scoreless in the first and second. Now in a pickle here in the third. 1-0. Fastball yanked. Down and away. Ball 2. And the IronPigs bullpen is starting to see some guys get up from the bench and just walk around a little bit, potentially limber here as Cusick with a laborious third inning. 2-0 to Williams. Slider just a little bit high. Trying to just guide that one in there. And, man, that's a tough spot for the Pigs because looking at StatCast, that should have been called a strike. Looked like that clipped the top of the zone. But no challenges left. 3-0 coming. Fastball off the outside corner. It's ball 4, fourth straight walk, and that's going to force him to run. The crowd getting a little restless. First run of the game for the Bulls. Bases loaded walk. Scores Brock Jones. Bush over to third. Lux to second. Williams at first with the RBI. Pigs lead now trimmed to 3-1. Raynel Delgado grounded out to short his first time up. Left-handed hitter. Open stance. Cusick kicks, delivers, and Delgado swings and misses. Certainly wouldn't expect a guy to be first pitch swinging on the first pitch after a 4-pitch walk when Cusick has walked 4 straight. 0-1 coming. Delgado swings, jam shot, shallow center. This could be trouble, and it's going to drop in front of Baroa in center. 1 run scores. Stopping at third is Lux. It's a blue base hit for Raynel Delgado. Makes it a 3-2 game here in the third. Everybody advances 90 feet. Alcantara did a good job giving chase after that to at least make everybody think that he could catch that. Delgado picks up his 10th RBI of the year. Now Dom Keegan, base is still loaded. 5 straight Durham Bulls hitters have reached. Infield back at double play depth. Keegan walked his first time up. Takes the first pitch fastball and pours in down the middle. 0-1. Iron Pigs getting somebody up out in the bullpen. It would be Colin Palouse. Strike 1 on the way. Fastball misses outside. 1-1. Palouse made his Iron Pigs debut last week in St. Paul as he began the year with Reading. Bases loaded, 1-run game. Top of the third, the pitch. Keegan, mighty hack, fouls it back. Leaves the supporting cables holding up the protective netting behind the plate shaking still. Got a fastball to hit, got the arms extended, and just missed it. But Cusick in command of the count, 1-2. Bases loaded, 1 out. Pigs lead trimmed to 1. 1-2 on its way. Slider down in the dirt. 2-2. This lengthy third inning for Cusick, now up to 57 pitches. Trying to roll 2, get out of it. Limit the damage here. 2-2. Breaking ball just a little bit high. Yet another full count. Cusick has walked home a run, given up a run on a bloop base hit. He's walked 4 here in the inning, 5 total in the game. Bases loaded, the 3-2. Way high, ball 4, and that'll force him the tying run. And the crowd is angsty as it gets here in the third. Let's their thoughts be known a little bit. RBI for Keegan, that's his 11th. Bases remain loaded. Bulls 3 runs and just 1 hit here in the third. Justin Henry Malloy struck out his first time up. Cusick kicks, delivers. Slider in off the plate. And now time called. Cusick's been called for a balk. That's going to get the crowd even riled up more. Trying to get a look at a replay to see exactly what Cusick did in balking there, as he's going to come to the home plate umpire Tom O'Neill to discuss what the balk was called for. Because when you start with the bases loaded as a pitcher, you dictate if you're going out of the windup or the stretch, and Cusick this entire time has been going out of the windup. And now the umpire is going to come together here, and are they going to take this back? That's the only reason why I could think they'd even allow the meeting to happen here. So they're trying to say that Cusick hasn't been going out of the stretch. Well, the past couple of hitters he has. Cusick was bouncing back and forth, goes into his windup. Everything was normal. And oh no, I think they're going to put everybody back. They're going to Morgan Ensberg, and the Bulls manager comes out of the dugout. And that's Darius Ghani, the one chatting with him here. And Ghani was the one who actually called the balk initially. And I think he's going to Ensberg right now, and I think he's saying, yeah, I think we're going to take that run off the board. Can't ever say that I've really seen this. And oh, yeah, they're pulling Carson Williams back out of the dugout, and they're putting him back at third base. So the balk call rescinded. That's a first. I'll give Ghani a lot of credit there. He turns on the mic. He gives us the explanation. Seems as if he had thought maybe Cusick was in the hybrid position, which is where you start from the stretch and go into the wind. But Cusick always starts like that, kind of angled towards third base. It's about a 45-degree. Justin Henry Malloy is getting the explanation from Tom O'Neill here, and now Morgan Ensberg is coming out. And I think now we're trying to figure out, does the pitch count? Is it no count, or did the pitch miss up and in? That's the next question. So I think it's one big do-over. So there is no count, and Ensberg is telling Malloy, hey, just wipe it clean. That is what it is. No count. Well, that's a first. Pigs retain a tie game here, all square at 3. Bases loaded, 1 out. No balk call. And now, the first pitch to Justin Henry Malloy. Misses outside, ball 1. And we're back where we were anyways prior to the balk. Tied at 3. Bulls with 3 runs here in the third on just 1 hit. Cusick trying to get out of this jam with no further damage. 1-0. Slider backs up. Misses inside. Ball 2. And at the very least, that delay with the balk call and conversation has probably allowed Colin Poulos to get fully loose out in the bullpen. 2-0 coming. Malloy swings and misses. Late on 96. 2 balls and a strike. Keyboom is in on the grass at first. Everybody else back around the infield. Outfield deep. Wind blowing the flag in from center. 2-1. Malloy thinks about it, but takes. Breaking the ball down and away. The rescinded balk call got this crowd into a little bit of a jovial mood, but they're back on edge again. The 3-1. Malloy swings, pops it up. Down the right field line, long run for De La Cruz towards the sidewall. He has room, makes the catch. Tagging from third, here comes Williams. The throw to the plate on a hop is just late. Williams comes in to score, and the Bulls, after all that, do indeed take the lead. 4-3 here in the top of the third inning. So Williams scores, Delgado goes to third base, Keegan stays put at first. And that's going to be all for Ryan Cusick. A very lengthy, laborious third inning spells the end of his outing. He was great for 2 frames, and then in the third, control just escaped him. And he's going to depart with runners at first and third, his responsibility. And Colin Poulos coming on out of the bullpen. We got a pitching change. Go ahead, take a break. Be back in 60 seconds here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Right now, the Dan Patrick Show. I did look at the odds for Rookie of the Year with Con Knipple as the favorite over Cooper Flagg. I think this is crazy. Now, we're going to factor in, well, Con Knipple's playing on a playoff team. Yes, and they've been a wonderful surprise this year, but he's the third option on a playoff team. Now, he's overachieved. I love that he's overachieved, but he's not the best rookie in the game. Cooper Flagg is 19 carrying a team. Now, they're not a good team, which makes it even more impressive that everybody in the building knows he's the one who's going to have the ball and try to score. Con Knipple gets the benefit of being a third option. Wonderful shooter. But Cooper Flagg should cruise to being Rookie of the Year, in my opinion.
The Dan Patrick Show.
Dan and the Danettes and you.
Weekdays, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific on Fox Sports Radio.
You're listening to the Iron Pigs Radio Network.
Pitching change for the Iron Pigs here in the top of the third as the Durham Bulls have taken the lead. 4 runs on just 1 hit for the Bulls here in the third. They've done it with 5 walks, 1 hit, and a sacrifice fly. They chase Ryan Cusick out of this game. Cusick, after 2 scoreless, just commands, completely escapes him in the third, issues 5 walks. It's his final line for the moment, 2 2/3, 1 hit, 6 walks, 2 strikeouts, 4 runs charged against him for now, although he is responsible for the runners at first and third here. Logan Davidson's the hitter against Colin Palouse. Palouse makes his 3rd outing of the season here for the Iron Pigs. 6'3", 230-pound righty. Works from the third base side of the rubber. Davidson switch hitter batting left. The first pitch, down and away with a fastball. Palouse, like Ryan Cusick, out of Wake Forest. Kicks and delivers the 1-0, and Davidson slugs it high in the air, deep right center. De La Cruz back to the track in front of the wall, and it's gone. Into the bacon strip, Logan Davidson, a 3-run homer. Puts the cherry on top of this third inning for the Bulls. It's a 7-run third, and Durham leads it 7-3. 2 of those runs charged Ryan Cusick, so his line comes to a close at 6 runs, all earned. Well, Davidson now with his 3rd homer of the season, 16 RBIs in the season. Bulls have batted rounds. Blake Sable, who started this inning with a ground out to second, back up to the plate. Palouse stretch, first pitch, cutter, down and in. Sable, left-handed batter, open stance, takes a 1-0 fastball, down low. Start got away from Ryan Cusick really, really quickly. And it's more surprising and stunning just how well he was throwing early. 2-0 on Sable, Palouse to the plate. On the outside black. 2-1. Palouse, this is his 3rd outing for the Pigs. Came in 3 innings, 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Works in the stretch, kicks the leg high, the 2-1, slider up and away. Seven 3 Bulls, top of the third. 3-1 coming. Down low. Ball 4. Seventh walk allowed by the Pigs here in the third. Just 2 hits. The Davidson 3-run homer and Reynaldo Delgado's bloop RBI single. Brock Jones started this rally with a walk. With 1 out, stole a couple of bases after that. Left-handed hitter. Takes the first pitch slider for a strike. So the Pigs are going out to piece this together. The rest of the bullpen. Runner at first. Takes off as the pitch home to Jones is found to the Bulls dugout. First base side, 0-2. Shame for Sable. He had a phenomenal jump at first. Palouse basically forgot about him there. Palouse coming over to the Phillies organization after spending his entire career with the Athletics organization. Made it as high as AAA with the A's, mostly toiling away with AA Midland, though, the past couple of years. 0-2. Runner stays put. Jones off the end of the bat. Fouls it to the backstop. Wildly now, the Pigs down 4, but still out hitting the Bulls 3-2. 3 in the first for the Pigs, 7 in the third for the Bulls. Throw over to first, and Sable belly flops back. Sable dancing off of first. He's running the 0-2 up and away. Misses for a ball. The throw to second. His legs took Alcantara across the bag. And Sable, who is getting some jittery feet towards second, had a pretty good jump there on Palouse. Bulls continue to swipe a lot of bases this week, nearing 20 on the series. 1-2 on Jones. Here it comes. Fouls it off. Back over the screen, over the sweets. And before the 1-2, time is called. Jones steps out, now back into the box. Holds the bat lightly from the left side. Wiggling it back and forth. The 1-2, down and away. 2-2. Two and two on Brock Jones. Runner at second, 2 gone, and the pitch is dribbled to the backstop. Still 2-2 on Jones. Palouse delivers, and Jones a ground ball towards second to his right. Moore flags it down, sets his feet, throws to first in time to get Jones, and the inning over. But the damage done. 7 runs for the Bulls here in the third, capitalizing on 7 walks. We go to the last of the third. It's now 7-3 Durham. Here in the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Ashley's biggest one-day event is this Saturday. Starting at 10 a.m., you've got 12 hours to save big on all of Ashley's hottest styles of the season. Shop Ashley Hot Buys and unwind on the Belcaro Place sofa and sleep in style on the Port-Down Queen bed. Plus, take up to 20% off all Ashley furniture. Or shop now and pay later with Ashley's 60-month, no-interest financing. Don't miss the huge savings starting at 10 a.m. this Saturday during Ashley's 12-hour sale.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping you put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-608-0955. 800-608-0955. 800-608-0955.
You're listening to Iron Pigs Baseball, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America, on Fox Sports Radio 94.7 FM, 12:30 a.m., and streaming at lvfoxsports.com.
Bottom of the third, it's now Durham 7 and the Iron Pigs 3. Sam Jolly with you here at the Cyan Sky broadcast booth. Stuart Baroa leading off for the Pigs since John Heasley, who had a lot of downtime in the top of the third as the Bulls scratched out 7 runs via 7 walks. So we'll see how rusty he is as he comes out for the third. He's not gone more than 3 innings yet this season. Wouldn't really expect him to go too much more than this. First pitch to Baroa is up high. Ball 1, so the Bulls, much like the Pigs, more by choice rather than forced into it, will have to use a good bit of their bullpen tonight. 1-0 coming. Baroa takes, up and away. Ball 2. Pigs with 3 in the first, Bulls 7 in the third inning. Pigs just Trying to answer back at least a little bit here. Show a little bit of spunk, a little bit of fight. 2-0 coming. Baroa takes, slider on the outside corner. Remember, the Pigs are out of challenges the rest of the way here. That pitch was a strike, no doubt about it, but there were a couple of pitches in that last half inning that I think Cusick might have wanted to challenge. 2-1, Baroa turns on it and chops it foul. First base side, 2-2. It's kind of the calculus of the ABS system where when you do end up out of challenges early, it feels like, the umpire, their strike zone personality kind of comes out a little bit more. And moments where you would have really liked to challenge suddenly get the spotlight. 2-2. Baroa swings and tags it right center field. Jones racing back. He's got a beat on it, though. He makes the catch. Baroa hits it hard. Jones, though, playing deep enough to get back. Makes the play. One out, nobody on for Otto Kemp. First pitch home, Heasley is in with a strike, top of the zone. 0-1 Kemp, an RBI double, his first time up. And that's one of those calls there. Pitch did miss. That was about an inch above the zone. 0-1. Kemp, line drive, left center. Bush, a fantastic jump. Will flag this one down easily. 2 outs. Bush was shaded towards right center, but man, I swear he was moving towards left center before the ball even left Kemp's bat. So the Pigs, 2 hard-hit baseballs here and nothing to show for it. Both at over 100 miles an hour. Base is clear for Brian De La Cruz. Bounced out third his first time up. Reynald Delgado made a great barehanded play on him. First pitch. De La Cruz looks at a fastball just down and away. 7-3 Durham, bottom of the third. Pigs 2 up, 2 down here to begin the inning. Hit a couple balls hard, but found leather. 1-0. This is down the dirt. Ball 2. Philly Fanatic out here at Coca-Cola Park tonight. First game that he's made the trip to Allentown. He'll be back later this summer as well. He's having some fun. Laying down some patrons. 2-0 is ripped down the left field line, but that hook's foul. It's out of the reach of Delgado at third, but curled on the wrong side of the chalk. So the Fanatic on the first base side trying to get people going. 2-1 to De La Cruz. Ryan swings, gets under it, fouls it backhand into the seats. 2-2. Now, if the Fanatic was a normal person, he's standing on top of seats right now, and Usher would come to get him. 2-2 instead. De La Cruz calls time, steps out. Heasley came home with the pitch anyways. It's a very late time granted by Tom O'Neill there. Just the great thing about being the Philly Fanatic, you get the creative liberty to do what the normal person can't. 2-2. Down and away. 3-2. And now the Fanatic is pantomime beating up somebody in the stands. I'm trying to see why. Well, now they're just making fun of the person because they're bald, giving them a noogie. 3-2. De La Cruz shoots a liner into the seats. Right field side. Again, the Fanatic just gets away with being able to do things that the average person can't. 3-2 on De La Cruz. Time called. Pigs trying to avoid going down in order here in the third as Heasley has not allowed a hit since Ricketts' 2-run homer back in the first. Payoff pitch. De La Cruz swings and misses. Snuck the slider by him. And Beasley with a 1-2-3 third caps it with a strikeout. We go to the fourth. It's 7-3 Durham here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
At Papa John's, we start with better. No, seriously, every original crust pizza starts with our signature dough that's always fresh, never frozen, hand-tossed, and made with 6 simple ingredients. And now our dough can save you dough when you order from the Papa Pairings menu. Pair a medium one-topping pizza with one or more of your Papa Pairings favorites for just $6.99 each. How about that for better? Order now on the app, only at Papa John's.
There is no better place to get your high school senior portraits than digital photographic imaging. An award-winning studio located at 1321 North 18th Street in Allentown. Studio, outdoor, and on-location sitting options are available. Check them out on the web at allentownphotography.com or give them a call at 484-268-1082. Whether it's high school senior portraits, prom and reunion, banquet, or trade show, digital photographic imaging will be able to capture moments for a lifetime. Digital photographic imaging, the official photographer of the Lehigh Valley IronPigs.
Hi, IronPigs fans. I'm Linda Gawardi. I work in human resources at Air Products. I live in Nazareth, Pennsylvania, and I'm proud to support MDA.
Air Products. Working here, living here, giving here.
Hi, IronPigs fans. I'm Nick Mitica. I work in hydrogen energy systems at Air Products. I live in Zionsville, and I'm proud to support community bicycling.
Air Products. Working here, living here, giving here.
You're listening to the Iron Pigs Radio Network.
Top of the fourth, Iron Pigs trailing the Durham Bulls 7-3. Time for the wrap fourth inning, brought to you by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com and visit your local Tri-State Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go Pigs. Top of the order here for Durham against Colin Palouse. Palouse came on, finish out third inning for Ryan Cusick, gave up a 3-run homer to Logan Davidson. Homer Bush Jr. 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored, plus a stolen base. Swings the first one here, pops it up down the right field line. Long run for De La Cruz towards the sidewall. It's going to end up hitting off the protective netting. 0-1. Phillies have just gotten underway in Atlanta. They're the Apple TV game tonight. And it's 2-0 Phillies in the top of the third. They try to avoid a 10-game losing streak. Phillies making a roster move today as they had a roster spot open with Taijuan Walker being released. And they went ahead and recalled Alex McFarland for his Major League debut. McFarland had been with AA Reading. Gets the call up straight from AA. I'd be interested, once McFarland is done in the majors, because he'll get optioned once, I imagine. The pitch to Bush is lined by the stab at Keyboom at first. Into right for a base hit. Leadoff single here for the Bulls. Brings up Gavin Lux. I'd imagine that once Zach Wheeler gets activated for tomorrow's start, that McFarland will get optioned back down to the minors. But I'd be curious if it's back to Lehigh Valley instead of Reading. Bush at first, always the threat to run. Stole a base in the third. Palouse set of the belt. Throws over to first. Bush scrambles back. Gavin Lux is the hitter. He's 0 for 1 today. Walked and scored back in the third. Palouse, long red sleeves, takes a look at first. Now comes set. Hands together just above the belt. Long hold, now a throw over to first again. Bush dives back again. So 2 disengagements already used there for Palouse. The Bulls get somebody up out in the bullpen. Like we mentioned before, Heasley has not gone more than 3 innings yet this season. So it looks like they'll have a new arm when we go to the bottom of the fourth. First pitch, the AB to Lux. Runner goes. It's a called strike. Throw to second. On the bag is not in time. Pretty good throw by Ricketts, but Bush too good of a jump. This is where it feels like just you're caught in this vicious cycle against Durham. You give up a base runner, and it's an immediate Steal a second base. Suddenly, man at second, nobody out. Ground ball, fly ball, gets them in. Bulls already up 7-3 in the fourth. Inside move to second, chases Bush back. Andrew Wentz warming up out in the bullpen for Durham. So it's 0-1 on Gavin Lux. Strike one on the way. Lux takes, called strike two. Slider down the knees. 0-2. Anyways, the Phillies lead 2-0. Trey Turner, 2-run homer. Garrett Stubbs with a base hit. Came around to score on that. Andrew Painter getting the start for the Phils. It's pretty interesting. Painter being caught by Stubbs, 2 IronPigs. 0-2 coming. Outside. One ball, 2 strikes. 7-3 Bulls, top of the fourth. Bush leads at second, 1-2 coming, swing and a miss. Lux out on his front foot, chases a changeup. Punch out for pull loose. One away in the fourth. Now, even though I'm talking about McFarland potentially being optioned, they could just go ahead and option Nolan Hoffman instead. Still in the bullpen. Chase Sugar also. Sugar is thrown well. It's Carson Williams. Bases loaded walk, his first time up. And before the first pitch, Palouse steps off. Palouse born in Baltimore, Maryland, but grew up in Delaware. Went to high school at Middletown High School. First pitch, Williams swings off the end of the bat, a high pop-up down the left field line, shallow. Alcantara out, Cairo into the left fielder, makes the catch in foul ground. Throws a one-hop strike to second to chase Bush back, and that's the second out of the inning. Man, nice grab by Cairo. He had to dance around the shortstop Alcantara out there with him, too. Coming in against the angled sidewall, no less. And Alcantara on Superhero Night scaled the wall like Spider-Man getting out of the way. 2 outs, a runner at second for Reynel Delgado. RBI bloop single his first time up. First pitch, runner goes, check swing, he went around, throw to third on a hop, not close. Bush just too big of a jump, swipes third base. Third stolen base of the day for him. Runner at third, 2 outs, 0-1 on Delgado. Palouse trying to keep this a 7-3 game in the fourth. Kicks and delivers. Delgado fouls it back. Palouse, undrafted out of high school, went to college at Wake Forest, drafted in the 9th round by the A's 2019. Going 2 on Delgado. Palouse cranks and deals. Check swing, appeal to third. He did not go. Palouse ready to roll again. Bush leads off at third base. Infield plays the lefty to pull. 1-2. Bouncing ball up the middle, right behind second. Shortstop Alcantara there to glove. Throws it over to first in time to get Delgado. And the inning over. So Palouse is scoreless fourth. We go bottom 4 at 7-3 Durham. Here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Ashley's biggest one-day event is here, and it's happening this Saturday. Starting at 10 a.m., you've got 12 hours to save big on all of Ashley's hottest styles. Take up to 20% off all Ashley furniture, or shop now and pay later with Ashley's 60-month, no-interest financing. Sofas, bedrooms, dining sets, sectionals, and more, up to 20% off. Don't miss the huge savings, this Saturday only at Ashley.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up. $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code EARN to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code EARN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code EARN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
You're listening to Iron Pigs Baseball, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America, on Fox Sports Radio 94.7 FM, 12:30 AM, and streaming at lvfoxsports.com.
Go to the bottom of the fourth. Time for the Rev fourth inning, brought to you by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com and visit your local Tri-State Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go Pigs. John Heasley does come back out here for Durham. He misses down away to Caleb Ricketts, now his longest outing of the season, but he'll be on a pretty tight leash. Andrew Wentz is already ready to roll out in the Bulls bullpen. 1-0. Ricketts swings, weak tapper up the first base side off the mound. Heasley gloves, throws to first, and having to tiptoe around the base, Blake Sable manages to catch it, tap the bag, retire Ricketts, one away. So Caleb, who hit a 2-run homer his first time up, retired here to begin the fourth. Heasley at 54 pitches. He went 41 his last time out. Has been on about a 20-pitch increase each time. 20 the first outing, 41 start 2, and probably 60 start 3. First pitch to Christian Cairo is fouled back up and into the stands. 0-1. Pigs want to start chipping away at this deficit here. Heasley has basically been perfect against them since giving up the 3 runs in the first. 0-1, Cairo, weak tapper, third base side, rolling along the grass. It's going to stay fair. Picked up next to the bag by Delgado. It's an infield single for Cairo. You could see that baseball was going to start to kick foul, but it hit the edge of the grass and just stayed fair. Actually, I didn't even hit the edge of the grass. It hit the chalk and came back to the right. And that's going to do it for John Heasley. So he gets knocked out of this game, not by a blast, but a slow roller. Bloop hits the chalk, kicks fair, and Cairo aboard, and Heasley coming out. So a pitching change here for the Bulls. We'll go ahead, take a break. We'll be back in 60 seconds. The new arm of the mound. Here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
This is the herd.
You got to be consistent
with Colin Cowherd.
So the reality is the Giants need depth of talent. And my takeaway, this move was about Jackson Dart's timeline. You say, what about the Bengals? They're on Joe Burrow's timeline. And Burrow's had 3 surgeries. And the Bengals are cheap, and Burrow's pissed off, and he has been for 3 years. So the Bengals are like, okay, we're doctors. We don't make a lot of moves here in Cincinnati. Let's go for it. No one was happy with this move. The last 3 years in total defense, the Bengals have been dead last. And they just went in a elite defensive tackle. He fits Cincinnati's timeline. There's not a defensive tackle in this draft nearly as good as Dexter Lawrence. He doesn't necessarily fit the timeline of Jackson Dart.
This is the herd with Colin Cowherd. Wow, weekdays at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific.
Bottom of the fourth, it's still the Durham Bulls 7 and the Iron Pigs 3. Andrew Wentz relieves John Heasley. Heasley done after 3 1/3. Right now on the hook for 3 runs, 4 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Responsible still for the man at first. That's Christian Cairo as Wentz makes the appearance. 9th on the season, 9 1/3 innings so far. Has worked around 11 hits and 3 walks. 11 strikeouts, giving up only 3 runs, 2 earned. Born on the other side of the state in Erie, Pennsylvania, went to UNC Greensboro, where the Angels drafted him, 7th round back in 2018. And it looks like as Wentz comes into the game here, the pitch count unit for Tom Keegan not working, and I don't think the crowd being as loud as it is helping out. They'll continue to try to play at it here for Keegan and Wentz. The crowd kind of being egged on. Finally, they'll give them a little bit of reprieve. That boy will run on a new pitch count. So they test out the new pitch comm unit there. It's a good time to remind you that Jandal Farms is a proud sponsor of IronPigs Baseball. Spanning 5 decades, the Jandal Turkey has remained the gold standard for dependable quality, flavor, and value. Find Jandal Turkey products at your local grocer today. And Tom Keegan still having trouble with his receiver. It is on his leg guard. I guess that's gone down on him here. And at a certain point, the umpires are supposed to step in here and just tell Keegan, like, hey, if it's not working, this is on you guys. You're just going to have to go with regular signs. So I can't even tell if they ended up getting it to work or not, but that is going to be charged a mound visit for Durham. Maybe take Wentz out of his groove coming in out of the bullpen. Man to face him is going to be Carter Kieboom. Kieboom over one today is fly to right. Christian Cairo at first. 1 out. IronPigs down 7-3. Bottom 4, first pitch. Wentz misses down low with a sinker. Cairo leads at first. Sable holds him on. 1-0. Kieboom swings and misses. Fastball up and in. 1-1. Wentz has allowed his only runs in the season back on April 9th against Scranton Wilkes-Barre. Gave up an unearned run to the Pigs, but his only 2 earned runs came his next outing against the Rail Riders. 1-1 inside, and it hits Kieboom on the hands. Drops the bat immediately. It seems like it wasn't that bad. Might have gotten him more on the forearm than not. The Pigs, a little bit of a rally here as Wentz's fastball gets away from him. Yeah, that got him closer to the forearm on the right arm towards the elbow. First and second, 1 out. Robert Moore is the hitter. Switch hitter will bat left. Walked his first time up. Moore has come through with some of the more clutch, rally-sparking homers this season for the IronPigs. First one on the way. Moore takes. Cutter on the outside edge, 0-1. Started to rally back on Sunday, the beginning of the season against Toledo. Homered in a win for the Pigs last Saturday in St. Paul, then homered the next day, starting that rally in the 8th. 0-1. Moore takes. Change up off the plate. 1-1. All of his homers have come left-handed. That's where more of his pop is. He's got Cairo at second, Kieboom at first. Pigs down 4 in the 4th. Wentz delivers. Moore off the end of the bat. Weak roller. The first base side. That's foul. 1-2. Crowd has really filled out as the night has gone on here. Capital Blue Cross lawn basically full. Every seat back has got an occupant. 1-2. Breaking ball down and away. Count even. Genuinely stunning weather. Still 72 degrees right now, even though the sun is already set. 2-2. Fouled back. More with a hefty rip. A fastball in the inside corner. More so unassuming at the plate. 5'7", plays the game hard, plays it right. For reasons unknown to me, it's called the GOAT. Adam Lynn said to call him that. Lindy, I comply for you. 2-2. Moore pops it up. Foul ground, third base side. That's going to slice backhand into the seats. More the son of Dayton Moore, longtime baseball executive with the Kansas City Royals, baseball bloodlines, is one of the guys who tends to just know a lot about baseball. Knew one of the more archaic rules yesterday, the timing play, the runner tagging up, 2-2, swing and a miss, chase the sinker up, Wentz strikes him out. 2 gone in the fourth, and it'll be up to Oscar Mercado. 2 on, 2 outs. Iron Pigs have been the second best team in the IL with runners in scoring position. Now 2 for 3 tonight. They were 4 for 8 last night. First pitch to Mercado. Late on the fastball. Swings and misses. 0-1. Oscar struck out his first time on. And before the strike one, calls time, steps out. Cairo, an infield single. Keyboom hit by a pitch. Wentz, the righty. Ball behind his back. Now comes set. 6'4", 230 delivers. Cutter just off the inside edge. 1-1. Outfield straight away, infield straight up. Genesis Cabrera throwing out in the Iron Pigs bullpen now. Pigs down 4, bottom 4 the pitch. Mercado fouls it back. Up and over the screen. Out of the ballpark. Wentz again jumps ahead, 1-2. Two on, 2 outs. 7-3 Bulls in the fourth. The pitch. Called strike 3. Slider on the inside corner. Caught Mercado looking. And Wentz comes on, works around the jam with back-to-back punch-outs. Sends us to the fifth. It's 7-3 Durham here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Ebron Medical has been part of the Lehigh Valley community for more than 40 years. The life-sustaining products we manufacture right here in Allentown are used to treat millions of patients in hospitals throughout the United States every year. And Ebron is committed to protecting and improving the health of people in the Lehigh Valley and across the country. We're proud to be a founding partner of the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. Visit us today at ebronusa.com.
Scoreboard. Our hopes and dreams rest on you. It doesn't show the sacrifice it takes to move or the pain of accepting defeat. Because the real score isn't about games. It's about how many times you come back from impossible odds. Here for all the moments that matter. And being trusted for over 80 years and accepted by top doctors and specialists. Capital Blue Cross. Live fearless.
Have a home run of the summer right here at home. Because in Pennsylvania, a real getaway is never far away. Get back to nature in the Pennsylvania wilds, where you can experience some of the darkest skies in the Northeast. Take a splash as you float down a scenic river with your crew, or hike your way through Pennsylvania's 124 state parks. Unplug this summer and unwind your way in Pennsylvania. Find your great next American getaway at visitpa.com.
You're listening to the Iron Pigs Radio Network.
Top of the fifth, Iron Pigs still down 4 here against Durham. Colin Palouse stays out there here for the Pigs. Got the final out of the third, pitched a scoreless fourth, stays on for the fifth. Genesis Cabrera is up in the bullpen. Dom Keegan leads it off, first pitch, breaking ball down the middle. 0-1, I would guess Palouse will be allowed to face Keegan, Malloy, and maybe Davidson. Davidson would mark the second time through the order for Palouse. Then he would get back-to-back lefties after that. 0-1, Keegan swings and misses. Fastball snuck by him. 0-2. Keegan, no official at-bat today, has walked twice. Walked in a run in the third. Bulls with the touchdown on the board in the third, and only action of the day. 7 runs on just 3 hits. 0-2. Called strike 3. Fastball ran back over the outer half, and Keegan caught staring. Second strikeout of the day for Palouse out of the bullpen. One away for Justin Henry Malloy. Malloy 0 for 1. Sack fly RBI his last time up. Pull loose, set the belt, kicks the leg high. Overhand delivery. It's on the outside corner, 0-1. Pigs are going to have to rally today. They want to win their 4th straight this week. 0-1. Check swing. Did not go. Lays off outside. 1-1. I actually had a conversation about this last week, talking about the 6-game series and how a series, it feels like the ability to sweep it hinges on the 4th game. 1-1. Breaking ball at the knees. 1-2. Obviously, you got to win the first 3 to have a chance to set yourself up. But I feel like the sweep is either sealed or not during that 4th game. Because it's really the last chance for the team that is on the verge of being swept to theoretically come back and split the series. 1-2, Malloy pops it in the air, out of play, first base side. Again, this is completely unscientific. There is no rational thought behind this. Just pure vibe coding for this thought experiment. But in that 4th game, essentially, if you're the team on the verge of being swept, it's your last chance to even think about salvaging a split. If you lose, you kind of look at the rest of the week as, oh, well, it's the weekend, and let's just get out of here. 1-2. Malloy checks the swing. Changeup is inside. 2-2. As opposed to the team that is doing the sweeping, you think you win that 4th game, you're like, got all the momentum, going into the weekend, feeling great. Kind of the last gasp. 2-2. Malloy off the end of the bat, rolls it foul, off the Pigs dugout. Careen into foul territory down the line on the grass. Still 2-2 on Justin Henry Malloy. Palouse on the way, and it's swung on and missed. Fastball snuck it by him. Back-to-back strikeouts for Palouse. Brings up Logan Davidson, who greeted Palouse with a 3-run homer. Back in 3rd, he had relieved Ryan Cusick, had 2 on, 2 outs, and Davidson, the mammoth 3-run shot, put this game at a 7-3 score line, which we've been at ever since. Switch hitter batting left. First pitch slider is down and into him. Two outs, base is empty. 7-3 Bulls. Pitch to Davidson's foul back. 1-1. Two outs, base is empty. Palouse looking for a 1-2-3 fifth. Kicks and delivers. Change up at the knees. 1-2. Chance to strike out the side here for Colin Palouse, who has done yeoman's work out of the bullpen. Home run aside, has been fantastic. Trying to go 2 1/3, only 1 run in relief. 1-2 on the way to Logan Davidson. Palouse cranks and deals. Down the dirt, lays off. Count level at 2. Infield plays Davidson to pull. Outfield also swung around towards the right side. 2-2, check swing. Rounds to the backstop. Still 2-2 on Logan Davidson. Palouse trying to wear him down, delivers, and Davidson a hard ground ball towards second by the Stabbamore into right center for a base hit. Davidson wins the battle. Polu's hung that breaking ball, smoked it on the ground at 105 for a base hit. We'll see if that's it for Polu's here. And Anthony Contreras making his way up the dugout steps. Going to go out to the mound. Looks like Genesis Cabrera is going to come on here. Cabrera hasn't left the bullpen mound yet, though. AC hasn't pointed yet, and now he does. Points out of the pen. That's going to be all here for Colin Palouse. Not bad out of the bullpen. 2 innings, gives up just the 1 run, responsible for Davidson at first. We got a pitching change. Go ahead, take a break. Be back in 60 seconds here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
This is 2 Pros and a Cup of Joe.
Beginning in 2027, college football could have an earlier official start to the season. Under the proposal, the regular season would begin on the Thursday of what is now called Week 0. You ready?
This has to obviously be an effort for one of a couple things. Potential expansion. What we'd like to see, at least what I'd like to see, is depending on the date at which we pick for the transfer portal window, it'd be nice to be done playing games and before that window opens up.
I think it also comes down to putting it out there that it's for player health. I don't understand how that is a conversation point because you are starting the season earlier, but you're ending it at the same exact time.
2 Pros of Arlington, Brady Quinn and a Cup of Joe. Jonas Knox, 6 a.m. Eastern, 3 a.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio.
You're listening to the Iron Pigs Radio Network.
Still in the top of the 5th, Iron Pigs trailing the Durham Bulls 7-3. Pitching change for the Pigs. Genesis Cabrera comes on to relieve Colin Palouse. Palouse not bad. His home debut. 2 innings, right now 1 run, 3 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Is responsible for Logan Davidson at first, who has 2 of the 3 hits off of Palouse and is outed. So Cabrera comes into the ball game here for the Pigs. Genesis making his 10th appearance, 0-1 with an 11.57 ERA. 9 1/3 innings, 13 strikeouts, 5 walks. Cabrera southpaw, 6'2", 180 pounds. I'll have 2 lefties due up here in the inning. Cabrera, his 2nd appearance of the week, threw a scoreless inning back on the 22nd. This is Blake Sable, 0 for 1 with a walk. The lefty kicks and deals, and Sable shoots a liner the other way, slicing and sinking on Cairo, but he comes in to make the catch. Fading towards the line, Cairo, a good jump, able to reel it in. Genesis Cabrera needs just 1 pitch to record the out and end the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th, halfway home. Iron Pigs trail 7-3 here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
From the Phillipsburg Easton Honda Studios, this is Fox Sports Radio. Clinton Acura and Phillipsburg Easton Honda, 2 trusted names, 1 goal, 5-star customer service.
We're celebrating 25 years of covering Lehigh Valley sports. Moments like Central Catholic Boys Lacrosse winning its state championship in 2021. Covering the biggest moments in Lehigh Valley sports for 25 years. This is Fox Sports Radio, 94.7 FM and 12:30 AM in Easton.
Scoreboard update presented by Ashley. Phillies and Braves deadlocked 2 apiece, bottom 4 in Atlanta. Here in the International League, the Iron Pigs had the 3rd inning go haywire, so they're now down 7-3 against Durham halfway through. Syracuse shutting out Worcester 3-0 in the bottom of the 9th. Rochester blanking the Scramble Square Rail Riders 2-0, bottom 7. Scoreless top 7 between Memphis and Norfolk 3-3. Top half of the 7th inning between St. Paul and Indianapolis. It was all Columbus early. They were 8-0 in the 4th. Buffalo's battle back a bit. It's 10-5. Columbus still leads bottom half of the 6th. 4-2 Jacksonville out in front of Gwinnett. Top 5 there. 3-0 Omaha bouncing back tonight. They're in the bottom of the fourth against Toledo. 5-3 Nashville ahead of Charlotte going bottom 4, and scoreless bottom 1 between Louisville and Iowa. Pigs try to claw back from a 4-run deficit to go bottom 5. They trail the Bulls 7-3. Let's send things back over to Sam Jelnick.
Thank you, Jack. Like you said, IronPigs trailing the Bulls 7-3, halfway home here. Both teams have done all their offensive damage in just 2 half innings. Pigs with 3 in the first, and the Bulls with 7 in the third. Top of the order, due up for the Pigs here, Sergio Alcantara faces Andrew Wantz. Wantz got the final 2 outs of the fourth, delivers a breaking ball down low to Alcantara. Wantz strikeouts of Moore and Mercado, stranded 2 aboard. Alcantara doubled and scored, leading off the Pigs half the first. 1-0, change up high and away. Ball 2. 2-0 pitch. Up and away. Ball 3. Story of this game has certainly been the walks. IronPigs gave up 7 of them, leading essentially to all 7 runs in the third. While the Bulls only giving up 2 walks. 3-0 pitch. Down and in. Make it 3 walks. Ball 4 to Alcantara. As the man who leads the Pigs in walks tallies another. It's his 23rd of the season. Brings up Stuart Baroa. Pigs at the point now, you got to start the offense into high gear again. Last night's game, they scored 3 in the first and then didn't score again until they put up 2 in the fifth. No better time than the present. Delgado way on the grass at third. Switcher to Baroa takes a look at the first pitch, down low. Baroa laid down a sac bunt in the first and then lined out to deep right, leading off the third. Infield plays him to pull. Delgado still in at third base, 1-0. Baroa takes, changeup on the outer edge, 1-1. This feels like one of those times where Baroa would try one of his slap swings, a little step over and try to guide it the other way. Throw over to first, Alcantara scrambles back. Shortstop Williams way up the middle. Baroa basically has the entire left side of the infield to work with. Wind blowing right to left, towards the left field foul pole now. 1-1. Baroa takes a fastball down and in. Ball 2. Wantz with a pretty expansive arsenal for a reliever. Changeup, sinker, 4-seam cutter, and sweeper. Set of the chest, 2-1. Baroa takes, cutter down low. Wantz having some command issues here to begin the fifth. Came into today having issued only 3 walks, on the verge of issuing back-to-back. Throw over to first again, and Alcantara just gets back. Oh man, that was close. No argument from the Bulls there. The Pigs have already had 1 runner picked off. That was Robert Moore back in the second. Alcantara takes his lead. 3-1 on Baroa. Wantz delivers. Alcantara stays put. Baroa takes a called strike. Hopefully umpire Tom O'Neill had gone into the full punch-out for strike 3 on Baroa, and he apologizes immediately. It's only strike 2 on Baroa. Thought that pitch might have been low. Remember, the Pigs, out of challenges, they burned 2 in the first 3 innings. So it's 3-2 on Baroa. Alcantara at first. Delgado now well off the line at third base. Wantz, ball behind his back, comes set. Kicks and deals. Alcantara runs, and Baroa fouls it back. Screaming up and into the suites. Wantz about to throw his 25th pitch out of the bullpen already here. Season high out of the bullpen is 35 pitches. Runner goes 3-2 up and away. Ball 4 has Baroa pumping his fist out of the box. Draws the walk, back-to-back face-on balls for the Pigs. 2 on, nobody out, and Otto Kemp coming up. It just feels like this crowd wants to try to latch on to something tonight. Well, right now they're trying to latch onto a wave that is failing spectacularly. And pitching coach Brian Reed is going to make a trip out to the mound here to talk with Wance, allow the bullpen to activate here for Durham. Kemp, 1 for 2 today with an RBI double. Lined out sharply to left center his first time up. Cam Booser getting loose for Durham. So second mound isn't used today for the Bulls as Booser gets up. 2 on, nobody out for Kemp. Otto an RBI double in the first. Right on right matchup. Good speed on the bases. Wance delivers. Up and in. Did that clip Kemp? It did. Because of course it hit Otto Kemp. Barely grazed in, but Kemp hit by a second pitch this week. Now load the bases for Brian De La Cruz. Kemp, who set the franchise record with 19 hit by pitches in barely 70 games last year. It's already been hit twice this week. Now Brian De La Cruz represents the tying run here in the last of the fifth. First pitch. Fastball down the middle. Called a strike. 0-1. Wance working unbelievably quickly on the mound. Infield back for the Bulls looking to turn 2. 0-1. On the outside edge, Cutter 0-2, and Wance, after loading the bases, has been able to reset and just dial back in. Comes ready. 0-2. De La Cruz a ground ball towards short. Glove by Williams. Flip to second one. It's a slow turn and no throw to first. De La Cruz will get credit RBI fielder's choice. And the Iron Pigs get one back. It's 7-4 here in the bottom of the fifth. Off the bat, that looks tailor-made, but Williams had a little trouble getting that out of his glove. Ended up with a little bit of a high, lofty flip to Lux at second. And Wance on the mound was visibly frustrated that they didn't turn 2 off of it. So Alcantara scores. Baroa to third. Kemp out at second. De La Cruz now at first. Caleb Ricketts, who homered earlier tonight at the plate. First pitch. Sinker below the knees. Ball 1. Can't really say I've seen too many arms show that level of emotion on the mound after the team failed to turn 2 for them. That was visible frustration from Wance. 1-0. Good sinker at the knees, outside corner. Wance got Ricketts to tap out back to the mound his last time up. Caleb, a 2-run homer in the first, his 3rd homer of the week. Tying run here in the fifth. The pitch. Down and in with the changeup. Spiked it in the dirt. Keegan smothered it. 7-4 Durham. Bottom of the fifth. Bulls 7 in the third. Pigs trying to rally in the fifth. Then at the corners, 1 out. Infield swings around to the right side. Wance the 2-1. And Ricketts a hard ground ball to second. Glove by Lux. Flips to second one. Williams to first in time. 4-6-3 double play. And Wance gets the double play ball he so desperately wanted. Ricketts hit it hard, but Bulls turn 2. Pigs load him up, score run, but end up leaving a couple on base. Go to the 6th. 7-4 Durham. Here in the Pigs Radio Network. Presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Lehigh Valley Health Network is now proudly part of Jefferson Health. And when two healthcare leaders come together for the community, you can expect more. More access. More doctors. More convenience. Jefferson Health and Lehigh Valley Health Network. Together for the future of care.
Riverview Country Club is set along the scenic Delaware River corridor, just 2 miles north of Easton in Forks Township. Riverview's 18-hole championship golf course has established itself as one of the area's premier public golf facilities. Riverview offers 5 sets of tees for golfers of all levels to enjoy this course, complete with bent grass landing areas and bluegrass fairways. Its consistent great course conditions and beautiful panoramic views make Riverview a must-play course. Plus, Riverview Country Club has a pro shop that is well-stocked with the latest golf equipment and apparel to keep keep you looking sharp and on top of your game. Riverview Country Club also hosts the Villa on the Green, a beautiful banquet facility that is the perfect place to host your next corporate meeting or event. For more information on the course, season passes, to book an event, or book your tee time, call 610-559-9700. That's 610-559-9700. Or visit them at riverviewcountryclub.com. That's riverviewcountryclub.com. Come see what makes Riverview Country Club the premier facility in the area.
You're listening to the IronPigs Radio Network.
Top of the sixth, IronPigs trailing the Bulls, cut to a 3-run deficit after an RBI fielder's choice for Brian De La Cruz. Jesus Cabrera, who needs just one pitch to end the fifth, stays on here for the sixth. Faces Brock Jones, left-on-left matchup. Cabrera set to the chest, red glove, kicks the leg, fires home. Jones tries to bunt, and bunts it foul at the plate. 0-1. Jones 0 for 1 today, a walk, a couple stolen bases, scored a run. 7-4 Bulls, top of the sixth. Infield plays on the pole, Kemp in on the grass at third. 0-1, no bunts, fastball's up high. 1-1. Coming. Jones off the end of the bat, a dribbler. First base side, it's foul. 1-2. Bulls with the 7 runs in the third inning. Capped by a Logan Davidson 3-run homer. 7 runs on 4 hits, while the Pigs 4 runs on 4 hits. It's battle of the bullpens the rest of the way here. Cabrera got the final out of the fifth, on for the sixth. Now the 1-2 on its way to Jones. Swing and a miss. Got him a good curveball. Cabrera starts off the sixth, the punch out. Durham's bullpen also in full force now as well. Andrew Wantz, inning and 2/3 out of the pen. Cam Booser right now throwing actively out in their bullpen. He'll probably have the bottom of the sixth. Top of the order, Homer Bush Jr. He's 1 for 2 today. A walk, a single, and 3 stolen bases. First pitch, Bush swings, a tapper behind the mound, over to short, glove by Alcantara. One motion, throws to first just in time to get Bush flying down the line. 2 outs. Not an easy play for Alcantara because that snuck under the glove of Cabrera, kicked off the side of the mound. Got to keep an eye on all that while Bush, as close to 80 great speed as I've seen this season, is whistling down the line. 2 outs, base is empty for Gavin Lux. On his Major League Rehab assignment, 0 for 2 today with a walk and a run scored. First pitch, curveball on the outside corner, 0-1. When Cabrera's at his best, man, he can be just as effective as they come, and innings just sail by for him. When he's having trouble missing bats or missing the strike zone, tough days. 0-1. Sinker down and away. Velo up there for Cabrera as well. 95 on that. Ball on a strike. Lux open stance from the left side. Bat parallel to the ground. 1-1. Down below the knees. Ball 2. Two and 1 on Lux. Cabrera wheels and deals. Curveball below the knees. Ball 3. Three and 1 on Lux. Carson Williams on deck. Cabrera delivers. Lux takes a curveball. Called strike 2, and that's now the second time tonight that Tom O'Neill has rung up a hitter on a called second strike. He did it to Stuart Burrow the last half inning, and O'Neill does it here to Gavin Lux. Three-two on the way. Swung on and missed. Lux down on strikes, frustrated there. Might be taking out some anger at Tom O'Neill a little bit. But the inning over. 1-2-3 inning for Genesis Cabrera. That's a Mates. 1-2-3 inning for cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. Visit MatesHomeService.com to book your appointment today. We go bottom 6. 7-4 Durham. You're the Pigs Radio Network. Presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Ashley's biggest one-day event is this Saturday. Starting at 10 a.m., you've got 12 hours to save big on all of Ashley's hottest styles of the season. Shop Ashley Hot Buys and unwind on the Belcaro Play sofa and sleep in style on the Port-Down Queen bed. Plus, take up to 20% off all Ashley furniture. Or shop now and pay later with Ashley's 60-month no-interest financing. Don't miss the huge savings starting at 10 a.m. this Saturday during Ashley's 12-hour sale.
New things are important. Did you know the unique sense programs specifically designed to help you strengthen your tax family? This is tax programs that can save you thousands every quarter. Experts at Optimum Tax deliver America's most trusted tax resolution firm. The Better Business Bureau, their award-winning tax attorneys, licensed professionals, and resolving over $3 million of tax debt for their clients. Welcome to Optimum and start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-608-0955. 800-608-0955. 800-608-0955.
You're listening to IronPigs Baseball, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. On Fox Sports Radio 94.7 FM, 12:30 a.m. Streaming at lbfoxsports.com.
Go the last of 6. Iron Pigs still trailing the Durham Bulls 7-4. Cam Booser on out of the bullpen here for Durham. 1-0 with a 3.52 ERA. 7 2/3 innings, 10 strikeouts, 4 walks. Takes over for Andrew Wantz. Wantz leaves in line for the win here for Durham tonight. Inning and 2/3, no hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, a hit batter. Christian Cairo leads it off in the 6th against Booser. Southpaw set on the first base side. Crossfire delivery and delivers home. Cutter down and in. Ball 1. Cairo has been on base twice tonight, a walk and an infield single. Outfield shades Cairo the other way. Bush a couple steps in center. 1-0 outside. Ball 2. Catcher Keegan is going to challenge that, though. He thinks that might have snared the outside black. Bulls have the only challenge remaining in this game, and upon review, they'll retain it. Call the field overturned. 2-0 to 1-1. Genesis Cabrera an inning and a third perfect out of the bullpen for the Pigs, and it looks like he'll give way when we go to the top of the 7th. Lenny Torres up in the bullpen for the Pigs. 1-1. Cairo checks the swing, breaking the ball down, appeal to first. He did not go. 2-1. Iron Pigs bullpen has only given up 1 run today, keeping them in this game down 3, bottom 6, trying to win their 4th straight. Gonna have to do it in comeback fashion. 2-1. Cairo swings, line drive the other way. Jones started in, now towards the line, makes the catch. 1 out. Tough break. Pigs have hit a couple baseballs right on the screws, and all ended up as outs. Phillies have a 3-2 lead on the Braves right now, the end of 5. Ronald Acuna Jr. tied it for the Braves with a 2-run homer, but the Phils have taken the lead back. Batters Carter Keyboom. First one from Booster. Keyboom gets way under it. Sky-high pop-up down the first baseline. Sable getting blown around, and finally behind the bag is under it to make the catch. Man, he circled around like he was a bag blowing in the breeze. He makes the catch. 2 outs. Bryce Harper, homer in the 5th. He's giving the Phils the lead there. Brings up Robert Moore. 2 outs, base is empty. Well, bat right-handed here. Switch hitter was 0 for 1 today as a lefty with a walk and a strikeout. Base is empty. 2 outs. 7-4 Durham. Bottom 6, Booster to the plate. Fastball up and away. One low. Booster misses outside. Ball 2. 2-0 on Robert Moore. Pigs 4 runs on just 4 hits. 7-4-0 for Durham. 2-0. Moore hefty swing comes up empty. 2-1. Two-one from Booster. Moore out in front, hooks it down the line. That'll slice off the top of the netting. Foul ball, 2-2. Booster looking to answer Genesis Cabrera's 1-2-3 inning with one of his own. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom the 6th. Booster cranks and offers. Moore off the end of the bat, a pop-up, foul ground first base side towards the Bulls' dugout. It's going to get into the seats on a hop off the concrete and into some waiting hands, a couple of rows up. So still 2-2 on Moore. Trying to get it to Oscar Mercado, the 9-hole hitter on deck. Booster, black gloves out of the belt. Kicks the knee high, delivers, and Moore a ground ball up the middle to his left. Williams, the shortstop gloves, loses his footing and throws a 10-hopper over the first. Moore is safe. Tough break for Williams there as he transitioned from dirt to grass. His spike just never got a firm footing. And he's lucky he didn't end up really hurting himself. Because, man, his feet giving way underneath of him on the grass could have been dangerous. But it's an infield single. Moore aboard. Keeps the inning alive for Oscar Mercado. Oscar 0 for 2 today. 2 strikeouts. Left on right matchup. Booster, the southpaw deals. Mercado takes up high. Seven 4 Bulls, last the 6th. Pigs on a 3-game winning streak, trying to rally. 1-0. Mercado cuts on and misses. 1-1. Infield plays Mercado to pull. Outfield straight away on him. And before the 1-1, Mercado calls time, steps out. Moore, an aggressive lead off at first. He was picked off earlier tonight. He's actually been picked off twice this week. Shortens his lead. Booster a long hold, delivers, and Mercado fouls it back. Up over the screen and into the suites. One and 2 on Mercado. 2 outs. Here it comes. Down and away. One bite on the changeup. Two and 2 on Mercado. Moore extends the lead at first. Booster gives him a look. Fires home. Mercado, foul tip held on to by Keegan. Sound on strikes. And the inning over. Pigs get a 2-out single. Leave Moore at first. And we're on to the 7th. 7-4 Durham here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Lehigh Valley Health Network is now proudly part of Jefferson Health. And when 2 healthcare leaders come together for the community, you can expect more. More locations, more clinical trials, more breakthrough treatments. Jefferson Health and Lehigh Valley Health Network, together for the future of care.
When IronPigs fans need to care for their dogs, they know they can turn to leader of the pack K9 Institute. Their award-winning facility provides the best boarding, training, daycare, and grooming in the Lehigh Valley. Trust professionals and leader of the Pack K9 Institute to care for your pet during your next trip, or even watch your dog while you're away with Leader of the Pack's live webcams. Join the Pack at lopci.com or call 610-366-8282. Franchises are now available. Richmar Florist is the Lehigh Valley's premier floral company and has been since 1955. From weddings to funerals to corporate events, Richmar Florist does it all. Whether you know exactly what you want or you're in need of some creative magic, Richmar's talented creative staff is ready to help you create the floral arrangement of your dreams. Give them a call today at 610-437-5588 or visit their website at richmarflorist.com. Richmar Florist is a proud sponsor of the Lehigh Valley IronPigs, NASCAR, and the Lehigh Valley Phantoms.
You're listening to the Iron Pigs Radio Network.
Top of the seventh, Iron Pigs trailing the Durham Bulls 7-4. Sam Jelinek with you here from the Cyan Sky broadcast booth. New arm on the mound for the Pigs. It's Lenny Torres Jr. Torres making his second appearance for the Pigs, his second this week. First one back on Tuesday, pretty solid. 2 innings, 1 run, 2 hits, a walk, 2 strikeouts. Hard-throwing righty, 6'1", 190. Faced is the heart of the order here, 3, 4, and 5. Carson Williams leads it off 0 for 2. Base-loaded walk in the third. Right-handed hitter, open stance. Torres, the righty. Crossfire set. Kicks the leg up, delivers home. Fastball is down low. Torres wearing Nike cleats, modeled after Nike Dunks, Air Jordans. 1-0. Fastball up high. Ball 2, but they have the cool piece of it, which is that the inside heel colorway is different than the front side, the outside of it. 2-0 pitch, breaking ball in the outside corner, 2-1. And what that means is that when he comes set, you see one colorway on his front foot, his left foot, but it's the opposite colorway on his back foot. 2-1 pitch. Slider off the plate. Williams thought about it, but he lays off. Just another cool instance to see somebody's style on display. Guys always have a knack for finding a way to show a little bit of flair out there. 3-1 pitch. Williams slugs it high in the air, right field. Might have gotten under it. De La Cruz settling under it, and he makes the catch. Medium deep right. 1 out. Garrett Clevenger is warming up out the bullpen for Durham. His second rehab appearance of the week. He threw back on Wednesday. Looks like he's going to be coming on for the last of the set. Iron Pigs down 3, but they are out hitting Durham 5-4. Hitters Raynel Delgado, 1 for 3, an RBI single in that 7-run third. Swings the first pitch here, hard ground ball to first, surrounding it, Keyboom on the backhand gloves, flips to Torres, speeding over to the bag. He'll beat Delgado there. 3-1 put out, 2 gone. 2 up, 2 down. Iron Pigs bullpen now has retired 12 in a row. Actually, I take that back. 11 of 12. First pitch from Torres to Dom Keegan. Slider off the plate, ball 1. Logan Davidson's base hit. The last base runner. 2 outs in the 5th. Since the bullpen fully took over in the 4th, it hasn't been much of anything. 1-0. Fastball is down and away. Ball 2. Bush led off that inning, singling, and was stranded at third. And then Davidson single in the 5th, the only other base runner against this crew. Genesis Cabrera, inning in the 3rd perfect, only needed 12 pitches. 2-0 is just off the inside corner. 3-0. Torres back to the rosin bag, trying to reset. Looking for a 1-2-3-7. 7 for Durham. 3-0 though on Dom Keegan, who's 0 for 1 today with a pair of walks. 3-0. Heater, outside corner. 3-1. Keegan from the right side holds the hands low. 3-1. Not interested in a slider. Down and away. It's ball 4. Walks for a third time here. Man at first, 2 outs for Justin Henry Malloy. 0 for 2 today with a sacked fly in the third. 7-4 Bulls, top of the 7th. Torres trying to spin a scoreless inning. First pitch sinker to Malloy is down low. Ricketts sets up down and in. Torres, red glove at the belt, kicks the leg, and Malloy hits it hard on the ground to third, diving to his left. Kemp has it smothered, and he throws to second to get the out. Forces out Keegan there, and the inning over. Nice play by Otto Kemp to end the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Time to stretch. It's 7-4 Durham here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Ashley's biggest one-day event is here, and it's happening this Saturday. Starting at 10 a.m., you've got 12 hours to save big on all of Ashley's hottest styles. Take up to 20% off all Ashley furniture, or shop now and pay later with Ashley's 60 months no-interest financing. Sofas, bedrooms, dining sets, sectionals, and more, up to 20% off. Don't miss the huge savings this Saturday only at Ashley.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. On ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
You're listening to Iron Pigs Baseball, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. On Fox Sports Radio 94.7 FM, 12:30 a.m., and streaming at lvfoxsports.com.
Hope you had a good stretch in. We go to the last of the 7th. Iron Pigs still trailing the Durham Bulls 7-4. Garrett Clevenger comes on the pitch here for Durham, making his second Good Shepherd rehab appearance of the week. Clevenger pitching it back on Wednesday, went just 2/3 of an inning, gave up 1 run on 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Also hit a bat. Top of the order's due up. Sergio Alcantara leads it off, switch hitter batting right. And Clevenger, the lefty, dealing home, misses outside. Clevenger, 32 years old, turned 32 yesterday. So, well, probably not the way he was hoping to spend his birthday. 1-0. Alcantara swings and misses. 1-1. Celebrating his birthday on the road on a rehab assignment. 6-1, 225. Set to the chest. 1-1. Down and away with a slider. On Wednesday, he threw just 20 pitches. Each of his outings so far has been limited to 20 pitches on his rehab. 2-1. Down and in. Nearly hit his back foot. 3-1. Alcantara walked his last time up. Walked and scored leading off the 5th. Doubled and scored leading off the 1st and grounded out 2 first and 2nd. Clevenger, a crossfire set. Third base side, kicks the leg. Herky-jerky motion, throws it home, and Alcantara waves through a slider. Full count. Would have been ball 4. It's down and in off the plate. Alcantara has swung and missed at that pitch now twice. Gotta think Clevenger's going to go back to that. Payoff coming. Swing and a miss. Back to the slider. That one caught a bit more of the plate, but Alcantara no closer to hitting it. On the way to begin the 7th. One out, nobody on for Stuart Baroa. IronPigs trying to rally. They have Lou Trevino up out in the bullpen. Pigs haven't allowed a run on either side of the 7-run 3rd inning for the Bulls. Baroa, switch hitter batting right, takes the first pitch fastball, 94, up out of the zone. Ball 1. One-0 pitch. This is outside. Ball 2. Clevenger working his way back from a calf injury. Kicks and delivers. Baroa gets under it, popped foul. First base side into the seats. It's kind of funny with a pitcher on rehab, a reliever like Clevenger, who's limited to as few pitches as he is. He's only just coming to the game. The Bulls' bullpen is already milling about. 2-1. Baroa shoots it down the right field side. It's going to loop into the crowd. 2-2. I don't fall to Clevenger's zone, but it's kind of funny. 2 long at bats on Contra and Baroa. He put the bullpen in the spot for Durham. Just as they sat down, well, now we got to get up again. 2-2 count. Clevenger at the chest. His pitch. Fastball just below the knees. That was a hold your breath take for Baroa. Just down low. Bulls have the only challenge remaining in this game. Pigs are out of them. 3-2 pitch. Baroa, weak tapper, left side of the diamond. Charging Delgado. He gloves, throws in the run, and it's late. Sable couldn't pick it out anyway as he knocked it down. Infield single for Stuart Baroa. I was surprised Delgado went with the glove as opposed to the bare hand because he made a great barehanded play on Brian De La Cruz in the first, but this time he goes with the glove thinking he had more time. And look at the way he was attacking that baseball. It looked like he was going to try for the bare hand, but I think it just bounced in a direction that he wasn't anticipating. He had to reset for the angle. So an infield single for Stewart. That's his first hit of the game. Brings up Otto Kemp. 0 for 1 today, or 1 for 2 today, I should say, as he takes down low. Catcher Keegan is going to challenge that. Thinks it might have nipped either the corner or the bottom of the zone. Again, Bulls have the last challenge left. They lose this, no more challenging. And upon review, they win it. Good call by Dom Keegan. Call on the field is overturned. It's 0-1 on Kemp. Otto was hit by Clevenger, his only plate appearance against him earlier this week. Good chance against the Major League lefty on the mound for Otto. Hit by a pitch his last time up. Baroa at first, Clevenger deals. Kemp takes a fastball up and away. Clevenger has his sign infield, spins around to the left side for the right-handed hitter. Pitch is a called strike. Slider on the outside corner. 1-2. Clevenger's slider is interesting in that, for the most part, it doesn't get too much horizontal break to it, but it kind of just drops like a bullet. Baroa at first. Sable holds him on. Pigs down 3 in the 7th, and a throw over. Baroa is back. Brian De La Cruz is on deck. Clevenger now at 15 pitches out of the bullpen. 1-2. Kemp off the hands. He's able to foul it off into the crowd. Cody Whitley throwing for Durham in the bullpen. If Otto stretched out this at-bat anymore against Clevenger, this is probably it for him. He is only going 20 pitches again. Baroa at first. Clevenger stares him down, now deals, and Kemp a line shot speared by Sable. By Sable at first, and he taps the bag to end the inning. It's an unassisted double play for the Bulls as Sable, a stunning grab, ends the inning. We go to the 8th. It's 7-4 Durham. Here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Prepare to have your mind blown by Coke Zero Sugar with great Coke taste, ladies and gentlemen.
Can we cut all that? That's not going to convince anyone. Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news. Some were skeptical. And none of this noise is going to convince you that Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste, because the only thing that'll make you believe that is trying it yourself.
And lasers!
No lasers. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
Scoreboard update presented by Ashley. Phillies now trail the Braves 5-3 in the bottom of the sixth. Here in the International League, the Iron Pigs are going to have to claw themselves out of a hole late, down 7-4 after 7. Other scores around the league, the Rail Riders used the late rally 2 in the bottom of the 8th. They tied things against Rochester. That game goes to extra innings. Still scoreless bottom 9 between Memphis and Norfolk there. 12-6 Columbus ahead of Buffalo, bottom half of the 8th inning in that ball game. The runs are coming in bunches in Charlotte as the Knights lead the Nashville Sounds 8-6, bottom 6. 6-2 Jacksonville leads Gwinnett, bottom 6 there as well. Toledo's leapfrog in front of Omaha 4-3 in a rain delay in the top of the 6th, and 1-0 Iowa over Louisville after 3. Finals from earlier today, Syracuse blanks Worcester 3-0, while Indianapolis defeats St. Paul 4-3. Pigs trail by 3 runs late, down 7-4, going top 8. Go back to Sam Jelnick.
Thank you, Jack, and thankfully my voice restored after that. Go to the top of the 8th. It is 7-4 Durham on top. Otto Kemp lining into a tough luck unassisted double play for Blake Sable at first. Lou Trevino comes on out of the bullpen here for the Pigs. Takes over for Lenny Torres. Torres didn't throw a lot of strikes, but he threw enough of them. 13 pitches, 5 strikes, and a scoreless 7th. No hits, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Lou Trevino takes over. We'll have Davidson, Sable, and Jones do up. I wouldn't be shocked if Trevino gets the final 6 outs for the Pigs tonight. See if they can rally. Trevino will try to keep it at just a 3-run deficit. Trevino has been very good for the Pigs this season. 3-0, 3.60 ERA, making his 9th appearance. 10 innings, 14 strikeouts, only 2 walks, giving up 11 hits. Logan Davidson, the difference in this game. 3-run homer back in 3rd. Switch hitter will bat left. He is 2 for 3 today. Trevino, 6'5", 230-pound righty. Works from the stretch with nobody on base. Infield swings around to the right side. The pitch is cut on and missed. 0-1. Cody Whitley still throwing for the Bulls. Out in the bullpen, so it looks like he's going to be responsible for the bottom of the 8th. 0-1. Weak chopper right side by the mound, charging Moore. He glove flip to first. He got him! Oh, that's nifty from Robert Moore to get Logan Davidson. That is so tough to do as a right-handed player. Moore gloving it and then flipping with the outside of the glove as opposed to being able to shovel it. Oh, that is nice. First out of the 8th. We've seen Moore do that already this season a couple of times. That was the most bang version that we've got. First pitch curveball to Blake Sables on the outside corner, 0-1. What's so tough about that is when you try to backhand flip like that, a lot of times the ball gets stuck in the webbing. 0-1. Sable takes down and away, 1-1. And essentially what you have to try to do is when you do get to it and flip, or essentially when you first possess the baseball, you can't squeeze your glove. You're essentially batting it over to first. 1-1, soft liner the other way, and that's into left for a base hit. Off the hands of Sable, able to muscle it into left for a base knock. Good piece of hitting. Brings up Brock Jones. Runner at first, 1 out. 7-4 Durham, top of the 8th. Jones out of the 9 spot, 0 for 2 today. Walked, stole a couple bases, and scored in the 3rd. First pitch, fastball's up high. Trevino 95 with that. 1-0. Sweeper at the knees. 1-1. Braves taking a 5-3 lead on the Phillies. Andrew Painter couldn't get out of the sixth. Michael Harris, the second, is able to get to him with a two-run double. 1-1. Sinker, inside corner, under the hands. Jones and back to the edge. 1-2. So it's 5-3 Atlanta, top of the seventh. 1-2 on Jones. 7-4. Durham leads, top of 8. Other scores around the majors. Tigers and Reds in a rain delay, top of the seventh. 5-3 score. Trevino misses down low with a changeup. 2-2. Orioles battering the Red Sox 9-3. Multi-homer game. Bradley Rutschman. Guardians lead the Blue Jays 8-6. Max Scherzer got hit hard as Angel Martinez has homered twice. 2-2. Jones takes it's off the kneecap of the catcher. Ricketts into the backstop. Wild pitch. Sable takes second. Now full count. Rockies lead the Mets 4-1. Mets having their losing streak last night, but on the verge of losing here today. Twins and Rays, it is 6-1 Tampa and 7. Royals shutting out the Angels 5-0. Pirates lead the Brewers 4-0. Connor Griffin, top prospect in baseball, has his first homer of his career. White Sox trailing the Nationals 3-1. Pitch home, called strike 3. Sinker inside corner, freezes Jones. Down looking, 2 gone. Now at the top of the order in Homer Bush. A's lead the Rangers 3-1. Yankees lead the Astros 4-1. Mariners shutting out the Cardinals 1-0 in the fourth. In 2 games later on tonight, Cubs and Dodgers at 10:15. Ditto for Miami and San Francisco. First pitch to Homer Bush, down and away. And here from Coca-Cola Park, it's 7-4 Durham, top of the 8th. That Major League scoreboard update delivered by the Morning Call. Bush 1 for 3 today with a base hit, swings and fouls it back. 1-1. One and one on Homer Bush Jr. Man at second, and the pitch. Breaking ball slips out of Trevino's hand. This is inside. Two one. Heater right there. 95, 2-2. Two and two on Homer Bush. Trevino trying to strand the runner at second. Here he comes. The fastball up and in. Rush back pitch. Bush down to the dirt. Gets up quickly. 3-2. Three and two on Homer Bush with Gavin Lux on deck. 7-4 Bulls, top of 8. Runner at second, the 3-2, just outside. Trevino wanted to challenge that, but Pigs don't have a challenge left. And he would have been pretty wrong there. So it's a walk. Brings up Gavin Lux. Lux in his rehab tonight, 0 for 3. Walked and scored as part of the 7-run third. 2 on, 2 out for him here. First one on the way from Trevino. Cutter down the knees. 0-1. Trevino has his sign. Blonde glove set the chest. No look to second. 0-1. Change up downstairs. 1 ball and strike. Two on, 2 outs. Trevino a long hold. Now to the plate, and Lux a ground ball up the middle, right there to plate. Alcantara has it hit off his chest. He picks it up and has no play. There'll be an error on Alcantara. brutal error. It looked like he was just indecisive maybe on if he was going to go to second or throw over to first, and the ball just skipped off, hit off his wrist. Bases are loaded. Carson Williams. First error of the game for the Pigs. The pitch to Williams. Fastball off the outer edge, 95. That feels like the kind of error that immediately comes back to bite you. It's the kind of plate appearance now for Williams that he can bury the Pigs. And Trevino trying to keep them treading water for now. 1-0. Williams swings and blasts it the other way. High and deep to right. De La Cruz back in front of the track. It's over his head and off the fence. 2 runs have scored. Lux to third. He'll stop there. And Williams in at second with a 2-run double. That is backbreaking. Just 2 pitches after the error extends the inning, Williams extends the Bulls' lead by 2. 9-4, they're on top of the 8th. Off the bat, looked like it was going to get out of here, so it at least stays in the yard. But Bush, as well as Sable, coming to score. Lux at third. Williams has driven in 3 on the night. Bulls lead by 5. Right now, Delgado up. All the runs be unearned. First pitch for Delgado is a one-hop smash in between first and second. Into right for a base hit. Lux scores. Williams is right behind him. And right now, Delgado drives in a pair. And just like that, it's now 11 for Durham in the 8th. And before you can even blink, the error unravels the inning for the IronPigs. Takes just 3 pitches for the Bulls to fully capitalize on Alcantara's miscue. Kept the inning going, loaded the bases. First pitch to Dom Keegan is inside. Ball 1. It's now 11 for Durham in the 8th. It's a routine ground ball to short. Alcantara's got to be feeling it now. Runner at first, 2 outs. Pitch to Keegan. Just off the inside corner. Ball 2. Seth Johnson starting to throw for the Pigs. Looks like he's going to have the 9. Trevino trying to get out of the 8th. 26th pitch. Here it is. Fastball poured in over the outside corner. 2-1. 2-1 on Dom Keegan. He's walked 3 times tonight. 0 for 1. 2-1. Gets under it. Foul ground first base side. Ricketts and Keyboom give it a look, but that's about 10 rows deep. Two and 2 on Dom Keegan. Delgado at first. Bulls lead by 7 in the 8th. 2-2. It's up high. Full count. Three-two. Runner goes. Trevino misses. Up and in. Ball 4. And the Bulls have batted around for a second time tonight. So, the error that allowed Gavin Lux to reach, followed by a double, single, a walk, scored 4 runs. First and second, 2 outs for Justin Henry Malloy. 0 for 3 today with a sac fly. Looks at a first pitch sinker that splices the outside corner, 0-1. Trevino set to the chest, wheels and deals, and spikes the breaking ball, skips by Ricketts. And the runners will advance here. Delgado to third, Keegan to second. Wild pitch. 2 more in scoring position for Durham as things have kind of equaled out for them after going 1 for 10 last night with runners in scoring position. They're 4 for 10 tonight. 1-1 to Malloy. Fastball above the belt. Ball 2, and Trevino not missing by much. Two one coming. Fastball zips in on the outside black. 2-2. Two on the way. Swing and a miss. Trevino sits down Malloy to end the 8th. But the damage done, the error extends the frame, and Durham scores 4 unearned runs to open this one up. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 11-4 Durham here in the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
From the Phillipsburg Easton Honda Studios, this is Fox Sports Radio. Clinton Acura and Phillipsburg Easton Honda, 2 trusted names, 1 goal, 5-star customer service.
Ashley's biggest one-day event is this Saturday. Starting at 10 a.m., you've got 12 hours to save big on all of Ashley's hottest styles of the season. Shop Ashley Hot Pies and unwind on the Belcaro Place sofa and sleep in style on the Portdown Queen bed. Plus, take up to 20% off all Ashley furniture, or shop now and pay later with Ashley's 60-month, no-interest financing. Don't miss the huge savings starting at 10 a.m. this Saturday during Ashley's 12-hour sales.
Full Send Golf.
You guys know how much I really love golf, and I think every week would be dope to post on the Golf Channel. I want to get a lot of guests on here.
Salim's going to take lead. I'm down to be in it. It's not really work to play golf.
Join the party on the golf course.
I was like, let's go to the range.
So what are we putting on? We said 10K, right? 10K? All right. We probably bet more than all the other golf channels, right? 10K, 9 holes. Those guys bet for like cookies. I feel like I'm going to shank it. This guy's been traded by the Navy SEAL when it comes to golf.
Very excited. You excited?
Yeah. Full Send Golf. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
We're celebrating 25 years of covering Lehigh Valley sports. Moments like Parkland and Bethlehem Catholic softball winning state championships on the same day in 2015. Covering the biggest moments in Lehigh Valley sports for 25 years. This is Fox Sports Radio, 94.7 FM and 12:30 AM in Easton.
You're listening to Iron Pigs Baseball, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. On Fox Sports Radio 94.7 FM, 12:30 AM, and streaming at lvfoxsports.com.
Go to the bottom of the 8th. Durham's opened this ball game up. They score 4 unearned runs in the top of the 8th to make it 11-4. Cody Whitley now on relief for the Bulls. This pitching change brought to you by Lehigh Valley Chimney Specialists, keeping the Valley safe, 1 chimney at a time. Relieves Garrett Clevenger. Clevenger a scoreless 7th thanks to a line drive double play that ended the inning. Whitley faces De La Cruz Ricketts and Cairo Duop. Whitley making his 9th appearance of the season. Big overhand delivery, fires home, and De La Cruz fouls it back. Whitley, 9 2/3 innings, 13 strikeouts, 4 walks. He's given up 8 hits. 1.86 ERA this season. Appeared earlier this series, back on Tuesday. This is down and away De La Cruz. 2 innings, gave up 1 run, 2 hits, 4 strikeouts. Seth Johnson still throwing in the IronPigs bullpen. He's going to have the 9th. 1-1, hit hard on the ground towards the hole at short. Diving stop Williams from his knee. 1-hop throw is in time. What a play by Carson Williams. Bang, bang at first. Nobody in the crowd can believe it. They serenade Alex Shears, the first base umpire, with boos, but Carson Williams, one of the best plays you'll see for the first out of the inning. Highlight after highlight for the Bulls defense this week. One out, base is empty, and that's a pretty good microcosm of how today's gone for the Pigs. Ricketts swings and misses a change up in the dirt. 0-1. They scored 3 in the first. Bulls 7 in the thirds. They work 7 walks in the frame. From there, the Pigs have tried to rally. Some great Bulls defense has really stopped them, though. 0-1, sliced foul into the seats. 0-2. Take another look at the replay for De La Cruz. That throw, get him. Bang, bang. Tie goes the runner, question mark. 0-2 on Ricketts. 2-run homer back in the first. Pitch is up and away. One and two on Ricketts. Whitley set the chest. Tall righty delivers home. Fastball misses 93 up and away. 2-2. Bulls are finally out hitting the Pigs 11-7 or 7-6. They lead on the scoreboard 11-4. Pitch home, Ricketts, another drive deep straightaway center. Chasing Bush back, nearing the track, reaches up and makes the catch. It's kind of gliding back the whole time. Ball kept on carrying on him. The wind coming in from the center, I think, knocking that down enough. Ricketts nearly his second multi-homer game of the week. Two outs, bases empty for Christian Cairo. Christian 1 for 2 today with a base hit. Whitley to the plate. Slider down the middle. 0-1. (11-4) Durham. Bottom of the eighth. Here it comes. Slider on the outside corner. Plants right in the black. 0-2. Durham trying to snap what is a 9-game losing streak in this ballpark. The IronPigs. Pigs trying to win their 4th straight this week. Have 4 outs to get 7 runs. And the 0-2. Slider off the plate. 1-2. (1-2) to Cairo. Change up in the dirt. 2-2. Two and two on Cairo. Whitley looking for a 1-2-3-8. Kicks and deals. Cairo shoots it down the right field side, back towards the plaza. Foul ball. (2-2). Down and away. Cairo from 0-2 to 3-2. Full count on Cairo. Carter Keyboom on deck. Whitley fires home. Cairo just gets a piece of the changeup. Fouls it off the plate. Bulls got 3 1/3, 3-run baseball from their starter, John Heasley. Wentz inning in 2/3, 1 run. Booser and Clevenger each an inning scoreless. 3-2 again, and Cairo fouls another off. Ninth pitch of the at-bat coming up here. Bases empty, 2 outs. Bottom 8. Pigs down by 7, the 3-2. Cairo fouls off another. Just scrapes it off the catcher to the backstop. Tenth pitch of the at-bat upcoming to Cairo. Here it is. And Christian fouls another one off to the top of the screen. Cairo just has a knack for fouling pitch after pitch after pitch. And it's odd to me, at least, because it doesn't seem like he's trying to pare down his swing at all. He takes a regular swing. Just fouls a lot of pitches. 3-2 again. And Cairo bouncing ball left side. Williams waits back on it. Reaches down to glove. Throw to first. In time. Retire Cairo and the inning over. Pigs down in order. We go to the 9th. It is 11-4 Durham. Here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Hi, IronPigs fans. I'm Linda Gordy. I work in human resources at Air Products. I live in Nazareth, Pennsylvania, and I'm proud to support MDA.
Air Products. Working here, living here, giving here.
Hi, Iron Pigs fans. I'm Nick Mitica. I work in hydrogen energy systems at Air Products. I live in Zionsville, and I'm proud to support community bike work.
Air Products. Working here, living here, giving here.
Chick-fil-A Whitehall is a proud sponsor of the Lehigh Valley IronPigs. Download a whole new way to Chick-fil-A with the Chick-fil-A One app. Earn points towards rewards with every qualifying purchase. And save time by ordering ahead for curbside, pickup, drive-thru, and delivery. You can even place catering orders for your larger events through the app. Available now at the App Store and Google Play. Chick-fil-A Whitehall. It's always our pleasure to serve you.
Not everyone knows. The utility only delivers your electricity and natural gas. IGS Energy gives you the power to choose not only your rate, but also your source. Because while energy runs your gadgets, appliances, heat, and air, straightforward fixed-rate plans from IGS Energy can also fuel your peace of mind. It's why we're trusted by millions of households across the USA, and the official energy provider of your Lehigh Valley IronPigs. Explore your energy choices at IGS.com.
You're listening to the Iron Pigs Radio Network.
Top of the ninth, Iron Pigs trailing Durham 11-4. Seth Johnson comes in out of the bullpen, makes his first outing since getting optioned by the Phillies earlier this week. Seth had a good second turn up in the big leagues this season. Made 2 scoreless appearances on the 19th against Atlanta and then the 20th in Chicago. 2 scoreless innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. So he's back here down with the Pigs, making his 8th outing for Lehigh Valley. Into his wind, first pitch to Logan Davidson. It's a called strike with a fastball at 97. Seth, 8th outing, so far 7 innings, 2 runs, 3 hits, 3 walks, and 13 strikeouts. First base side of the rubber, the righty winds and deals. Fastball below the knees. 6'1", 205-pound righty. The flaming fastball will sit 97 to 100. Mixes in 4 other pitches, 5 sometimes, 1-1. Swing and a miss. There's one of them. It's a splitter. Cut on and missed. 1-2. Also rocks a slider, a curveball, sinker. Davidson leading it off here in the 9th. He's 2 for 4 today. 3-run homer in the 3rd. Johnson's 1-2. Fastball high. It's been the big inning, doing the lifting today for the Bulls. 7 in the 3rd, 4 in the 8th. All those runs in the 8th are unearned. Lou Trevino's final line, 1 inning, 4 unearned runs, 3 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. 2-2. Breaking ball, tried to backdoor. Slider missed. Full count. Johnson peers in over his black glove, light tan welting on it. Payoff pitch. Fouled away. Down the left field side. It'll take off all the way out towards the parking lot. Count is still full. Blake Sable on deck. Outfield straight away on Davidson. Infield swings around to the right side. Payoff pitch. Breaking ball misses inside. Ball 4. 11 walks issued by IronPigs pitching tonight. Easily a season high. Their season high had been 8. Runner at first, nobody out. Blake Sable, a hitter, 1 for 3. Takes the first pitch, up and away. Kind of a weird spot for Seth to come on in. He was warming towards the end of the 8th as Trevino's pitch count got up there. Obviously, you need to get him work. Hasn't thrown in a couple of days, but he's been used as a high leverage arm for the Pigs. 1-0. Fastball fouled off. Obviously, a lot of closers, high leverage arms go through this. You haven't thrown in a couple of days, you'll have to come in late in a game, even if it is a bit of a lopsided scoreline like it is now. Durham up 11-4. Trying to get that same intensity, that same kind of zone in is tough. Throws the fastball by Sable as he falls down to a knee, swinging and missing. 1-2. Keyboom plays behind the runner at first. Sable singled and scored last inning. Open stance from the left side. Johnson stretches, delivers. Splitter in the dirt. 2-2. Home plate umpire Tom O'Neill will step out in front of the plate, do a little bit of groundskeeping on where that last splitter bounced in. Just left a bit more of a divot. The 2-2. Off end of the bat, little half swing by Sable, fouls it back. Most of the fans still in attendance here. Fireworks post-game, Fireworks Friday. Temperature has dropped a lot, 61 degrees now. I even went ahead and put a jacket on. 2-2 again. Breaking ball called, strike 3. Went to the slider, froze Sable. First down to the 9th. It's a strikeout looking for Seth Johnson. 9-hole hitter Brock Jones is up next. 0 for 3 with a walk. Another left-handed hitter. Johnson instead of the chest delivers. Fastball sinks down and away. Johnson long red sleeves under his cream jersey. Hands at the chest, kicks and fires. Tight slider at the knees. 1-1. So the Pigs will presumably try to get back on track tomorrow, barring something historic here. Tucker Davidson gets the ball against Logan Workman. 1-1. Cut on and miss. Chase the fastball up out of the zone. 1-2. Seth sitting 98. Prior to his last call-up, he had actually been averaging the 6th highest velo in the International League. He's averaging 98.6 with the fastball. 1-2 on Brock Jones. Here it comes. Down to dirt. Splitter chases him off the plate. Two balls, 2 strikes. And at first, 1 out. 11-4, Durham in the 9th. The pitch, cut on and missed. Second straight strikeout for Seth Johnson, both on the slider. This time it's swinging. Back to the top of the order, Homer Bush Jr. Bush on base 3 times out of the leadoff spot. Scored twice, stolen 3 bases, 1 for 3 in total. Right-handed hitter, Johnson fires home, and Bush fouls it back. Tries to turn around a fastball at 98. Oh, 1 on Bush. 11 runs to 7 hits. No errors for the Bulls. 4, 6, and 1 for the Pigs. Strike 1 pitch. Fastball blazes just outside. 1-1. Ball and a strike on Bush. Gavin Lux on deck. Johnson wheels it home. Bush, a bouncing ball up the middle behind second. Second baseman Moore gloves on the backhand. Long throw, just lanes. Bush speeding down the line, beats it out. Infield single. Crowd not too happy with Alex Shears after the call he made last inning on the play that Carson Williams made. Thinks that maybe Moore got him there, but not. Bush beat it. And ultimately, it was the double clutch by Moore. Is gloving on the backhand and then trying to throw across his body. He just had to reach one more time. Couldn't get it out cleanly, and Bush too much speed. Infield single. Now Gavin Lux. 6th plate appearance of the night for him. Swings in the first one and lines it down the left field side. That's a fair ball. Takes one hop and goes over the left field wall. and out of play, so it'll be an automatic double for Gavin Lux. Brings home Logan Davidson, and the Bulls tack on another. It's 12-4 Durham here in the top of the ninth. For Lux, that's his first hit of the night. Fastball up, slaps it the other way. Third double on his rehab assignment. Pinballed off the wall and over the fence. RBI double. Bush ends up at third. Lux in at second. Now Carson Williams. Williams, two-run double his last time up off the wall and right. Johnson's pitch. Off the end of the bat. Cued right down the stairwell for the Bulls in their dugout. Somehow nobody even flinched. Calm, cool, and collected. Oh, one pitch. Swing and a miss. Through 97 right by him. 1-2. Williams' two-run double was immediately following the error by Alcantara last inning. That's when the Bulls scored 4 unearned runs and really blew this game open. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Johnson comes back. Throws 98 right by Williams for a 3-pitch strikeout. He picks up 3 Ks in the ninth. But the Bulls add on one more insurance run. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Pigs need 8 to tie, 9 to take the lead. It's 12-4 Durham here on the Pigs Radio Network. Presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Ashley's biggest one-day event is here, and it's happening this Saturday. Starting at 10 a.m., you've got 12 hours to save big on all of Ashley's hottest styles. Take up to 20% off all Ashley furniture, or shop now and pay later with Ashley's 60 months, no-interest financing. Sofas, bedrooms, dining sets, sectionals, and more, up to 20% off. Don't miss the huge savings. This Saturday only at Ashley.
Veterans and active duty service members. When your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. And a lead CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
You're listening to Iron Pigs Baseball, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America, on Fox Sports Radio 94.7 FM, 12:30 a.m., and streaming at lvfoxsports.com.
Bottom of the ninth, Iron Pigs, big hole here, trailed the Durham Bulls 12-4. Sam Jelinek with you here from the Cyan Sky broadcast booth. Looks like the Pigs' 3-game winning streak going to come to a close, and their 9-game home winning streak against Durham also come to an end. Johnny Cuevas comes on to finish it out for the Bulls. Cuevas relieves Cody Whitley through a 1-2-3-8. Cuevas on for the ninth, making his 6th appearance. 1-1 with a 7.30 ERA, 12 in the third innings, 16 strikeouts, 10 walks, giving up 12 hits. 12th round pick by the Rays out of the College of Southern Nevada, 2021. Righty, 6'3", 200 pounds, works in the stretch with nobody on base, and the first pitch to Keyboom is popped up. Foul ground first base sign. Sable gives it a look, but that ends up in the seats. 0-1. Iron Pigs with 3 runs in the first inning. Looked like they were primed for their 4th straight win here. 0-1. Kiyabuma, a line drive left center field. Bush on the run over into the alley. Another perfect jump for him, and he puts it away. One away to begin the ninth. Bulls, though, capitalized on a slew of walks in the third, plating 7 runs. Logan Davidson's 3-run homer, the cherry on top. Pigs rallied, scored 1 in the bottom of the 5th, at the bases loaded, nobody out. Had some looks in the 6th and 7th, but ultimately the Bulls, with 4 in the 8th, 1 in the 9th, pulled away. First pitch to Robert Moore, switch hitter batting left. Sliders on the outer edge, 0-1. Moore, switch hitter batting left, 1 for 2 today with a base hit and a walk. Takes the 0-1 down the dirt, 1-1. One from Cuevas. Moore launches it in the air the other way, chasing Davidson back to the track at the wall. It's gone. Robert Moore slices a homer over the left field fence, his 4th of the season. Solo shot makes it a 12-5 game here at the bottom of the 9th. All 4 homers for Moore have been as a left-handed hitter. That one was an interesting one because the first 3 have all been to the pull side. This one, he just lifts it in the air the other way and keeps on going. So, 1 run home for the Pigs. The next pitch to Oscar Mercado is popped up behind second. There to glove it is Lux, makes the catch. Mercado retired. 2 outs in the 9th. Everybody wasn't really done celebrating the solo homer before Cuevas came home. And Mercado 0 for 4, second out of the 9th. The last chance for the Pigs is Sergio Alcantara. Alcantara doubled and scored in the first, walked and scored in the 5th. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Switch hitter batting left, 12-5 Bulls, bottom 9. First pitch from Cuevas is in for strike. Cuevas, first base side of the rubber. Has his side, comes set. Hands the belt, kicks the leg high, 0-1. Cutter down and in. Right now the win would go to Andrew Wance. Came on in relief from John Heasley. Inning and 2/3, allowed a run, was the pitcher of record. The loss to Ryan Cusick. Cusick would fall to 0-2. 1-1. This is outside. Ball 2. Two and 1 on Alcantara. Kicking the pitch from Cuevas, down and in. Really, the story of this game will be the Pigs, 3 hits, 3 runs in the first, and then just 4 hits the rest of the night. Well, the Bulls able to pile it on late. Obviously, the walk's a big factor in that. 3-1. Alcantara checks his swing, appeal to third. He didn't go. Ball 4. Game continues for Stuart Baroa. Pigs down 12-5 at the bottom of the 9th. Baroa 1 for 2. Sack bunt, fly out, walk, and single. Switch hitter bats left. Sable won't even hold on Alcantara at first. Infield plays the lefty to pull. Throw over to first, nobody's there, and Cuevas just throws it to the sidewall. Alcantara around second, he's trying for 3. The throw from Sable is in time, and that's how this game ends. Unbelievable. Alcantara trying to go first to third on a pickoff when nobody was covering at first. And Sable, a one-hop strike to Delgado, ends the game with Alcantara getting thrown out at third to end it. The final, it's the Durham Bulls 12 and the IronPigs 5. The umpires are going over and talking with AC. I'm not sure about what, but that'll do it. Didn't know if they were going to pull something out of the hat. That'll do it. Final score, it's the Bulls 12, IronPigs 5. We'll go ahead, take a break, come back with totals to recap next here on the Staybird Suites Allentown Bethlehem Airport postgame show next here on the Pigs Radio Network. Presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
This summer, we're going from minor league baseball to major fun. Whether you're just stopping by or looking for that Grand Slam getaway, Wyndham rewards everyone. Start earning points on your next qualified by Wyndham hotel stay and redeem them for minor league baseball tickets and experiences all summer long. Not a Wyndham Rewards member? Join for free at WyndhamRewards.com. Restrictions apply. Visit WyndhamRewards.com for more details.
Sometimes we lose, sometimes we win. Sometimes we try to fit it all in. Sometimes we don't know what's in store. Sometimes we find we're looking for. Sometimes we hold it easy free. Sometimes 1 and 1 makes 2. So much to love along this ride. That's why Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
Thanks for listening to Iron Pigs Baseball. Iron Pigs Baseball is brought to you by naming rights partner Coca-Cola, presenting partner Capital Blue Cross, and founding partners Air Products, Service Electric, Lehigh Valley Health Network, a part of Jefferson Health, B. Braun, The Morning Call, and WFMZ Channel 69 News. Now it's time for the Staybird Suites Allentown Bethlehem Airport postgame show with Sam Jelinek.
Welcome into the Staybird Suites, Allentown Bethlehem Airport post-game show. Sam Jelinek with you here from the Cyan Sky broadcast booth. Your final tonight, it's the Durham Bulls 12, IronPigs 5. A great early start for the Pigs gets overshadowed by the Bulls' 7-run third inning. Pigs just never rally back from that and end up losing this 1-12 final. Let's get your totals in a recap real quick before Jack Heim will have you for the rest of this evening. This ballgame, like I mentioned, started off on the right foot for the Pigs. Ryan Cusick, a 1-2-3 first. Pigs come up in the bottom half of the first. Sergio Alcantara, a double, driven in by Aldo Kemp with another double, and Caleb Ricketts, a 2-run homer. That's a 3-0 lead for the Pigs on a 3-game winning streak, feeling like they're on top of the world. But from there, it all fell apart in the third. Cusick, who had retired 6 of the first 7, control evaded him. Ends up walking 5 hitters, gives up 1 hit, departs with the bases loaded, sees Colin Pelus unable to strand the runners on base, gives up a 3-run homer, and the Bulls with a 7-run third inning to commanding 7-3 lead. Pigs have some chances the next couple of innings to potentially get something back. They strand 2 on in the 4th, had bases loaded, nobody out in the 5th, only get 1 run out of that on a fielder's choice, had a man on with 2 outs in the 6th, and then lined into a double play in the 7th. The Bulls finally pull away with 4 unearned runs in the 8th. A 2-out error loads the bases, and then they score 4 runs after that. A 2-run double for Carson Williams, and a 2-run single for Reynel Delgado. They tack on 1 more in the 9th as the two teams exchange runs. Robert Moore swatting a solo homer for the Pigs, consolation prize in the bottom of the 9th. Final score, Bulls 12, IronPigs 5. Final line score, for the Bulls, 12 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They leave 9 on base. For the Pigs, 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They leave 5 on base. The winning pitcher is Andrew Wantz in relief for the Bulls. He goes an inning and a third, allowing 1 run on no hits. He gets the win. He's 1-0. Ryan Cusick takes the loss, 2 2/3 for him. 6 runs and just 1 hit, 6 walks, 2 strikeouts. Cusick now 0-2. No save required today. We started at 6:01, finished at 9:39. Time of game, 3 hours and 8 minutes. Or, check that, my math is terrible. We started at 6:38. I couldn't read my own handwriting. I thought that said 6:31. Started at 6:31. Time of game, 3 hours and 8 minutes. It means that we wrapped up at 9:46. That's more like it. Time of game, 3 hours and 8 minutes in front of 8,345 here on Friday night at Coca-Cola Park. With the loss, the Pigs fall to 14-11 this season, while the Bulls improve to 9-16. Pigs 3-game winning streak done. Bulls 3-game losing streak over. Pigs will try to get back on the horse and get a series win tomorrow. Same time, same place. 6:35 first pitch. 6:05 for the pregame show. It's Tucker Davidson on the mound, 0-1 with an 8.76 ERA against Logan Workman for the Bulls. Workman 0-2 with a 5.63 ERA. That'll be the next time that I talk to you, as I'll about do it for my portion of the broadcast here this evening. As always, big thanks from me to you, making us a part of your Friday nights. Big thanks to Jack Heim back in the studio, along for the ride here with me this evening. I'll talk to you tomorrow for Game 5 of the series as the Pigs go for a series win. Until then, A big thanks to our naming rights partner, Coca-Cola, presenting partner, Capital Blue Cross, and founding partners, Air Products, Service Electric, Lehigh Valley Health Network, a part of Jefferson Health, B-Braun, The Morning Call, and WFMZ Channel 69 News. Your final tonight is the Durham Bulls 12 and the Iron Pigs 5. Iron Pigs' 3-game winning streak comes to a close. Until tomorrow, I've been Sam Jelinek. As always, thanks so much for listening. Jack Heim has you the rest of the way. The Staybird Suites, Allentown Bethlehem Airport postgame show here on the Iron Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
If you were looking for retirement living,
all right. Well, that was a baseball game.
That game got out of hand quick, but